Good evening, and welcome to tonight's episode of Arcane Adventures. As always, before we jump into tonight's episode, we do have a lot of session announcements to get through. The first, Happy Halloween! Before we continue with our announcements, let's see what our cast members are dressed up as, and we'll start with Anna. Okay, very nice. Dan?
Oh, no, I forgot who I was. Where am I?
Beautiful.
I am
Jared.
Rancor.
Okay, you're Rancor. We love it. Jared.
I am a pickle.
Yep.
Because Pura is in a pickle.
This is very accurate. Obviously, you can't see me. I know that. You aren't going to have a hard time finding me, but my name is Waldo. I'm here to take a master. You're just going to hear an ominous voice throughout the rest of the session. And then Owens.
I am the one who seeks vengeance. I will avenge my parents and bring death upon those who have wronged me. I am Rancor. The
Great.
cooler Rancor.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, cast. Moving on. We do have... Oh, hi, Jake. We also have quiz questions available every Tuesday and Friday under the post section of our YouTube channel, and shorts releasing in conjunction with those quiz questions also every Tuesday and Friday, highlighting the most iconic moments of our session episodes. A couple of more special announcements, though, for this evening. We are happy to announce Dan, who is dressed up as Rancor, has begun the release of a new experimental D&D series known as the Echoes of Anima. It's like a choose-your-own adventure story, and you can vote at the end of each video to pick your path forward. Episode 1 is available right now on his personal YouTube channel, which is at Stega2970. Again, that's at STEGA2970. So go check it out and have a listen. I took a listen to it yesterday, and it was very good. And I think it's going to be a very fun little series, and it doesn't take that much of your time either. Another special announcement for this evening, though JPECU is not a sponsor for this episode, I want to highlight a current Kickstarter campaign that they have going on known as Bastions and Guild Halls, which lets you build a bastion using modular rooms for the rule set of D&D 5e 2024. It's really just a cool tool for anybody that's wanting to build interiors of whether it's shops, guilds, homes, or more. They already have been fully funded on their Kickstarter campaign, but they're looking to reach all of their stretch goals by the rest of their campaign, which will end on Thursday, November 20th. So about $40 is you can back that project, receive lifetime access to their product once it goes live next year, and receive early access to the beta version, which goes live in November of this year. So that's just next month. And you can also help support these absolutely wonderful creators. We use a lot of their maps for our content, and I know a lot of people do as well. So I personally have backed them, and I'm super excited to see this product come to life. So you can check them out on Kickstarter by searching for JPECU, that's CZEPEKU, or by searching Bastions and Guild Halls, a modular map maker. With that, though, now it's time, the moment you have been waiting for, at least, my fellow players, to announce the winner of the Arcane Adventures 2025 Halloween Costume Contest is none other than Rancor. Cooler Rancor. Anyway, that being said, we will talk about prizes later, but that does conclude our announcements for this evening. So let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Arcane Adventures. And welcome back. Last we left off, Lorem Ipsum in the city of Akedon. Well, what's left of Akedon, at least. As we descend sub-level by sub-level into the forgotten ruins of a civilization long past. What happened here is left to be explored, and what exactly is here is also yet to be explored. What these people were working on is slowly being uncovered by our troop as they venture through Akedon. We found pieces of a semi-sentient arcane codex, distilled energy, crystalline inscriptions, essence extraction, and the like. Various research projects that were conducted here in the city of Akedon. But perhaps most of those will, at least temporarily, pale in comparison to the Nullforge engine bay, where a interesting encounter unfolded. Zeiros shattering a glass vat and some machinery to absorb what was later found out to be souls. And after the group jumped into action against Zeiros, Sizik banishing them particularly, and preparing for whatever that meant, when Zeiros returned to our native plane here on Ivathia, another figure arrived, one much more ominous and powerful. After having a lengthy interaction with Zeiros and a conversation unimpeded by Lorem Ipsum for the most part, the group is now left here in the aftermath of Delalore's arrival and subsequent departure. The revelation that Zeiros is more than they seem by a long shot, and how now all of you are to feel about that revelation. Nonetheless, it is the later hours of the evening, though it's hard to tell that is true because we are so far underground. But the adventure continues today in Chapter 8, Episode 14, Chizal. All
You
of
forgot to
you
mention she was a massive asshole.
No, that was only to you.
She
And
tried
moving
to
on.
kill multiple people.
That's your fault. Anyway, here in Akedon, here on sublevel 12 in the Project Nullforge Engine Bay, all of you are left in the immediate moments after the sudden departure of this ghostly figure, and Zeiros standing before all of you.
So, do you want to talk about that?
Are you a god?
I guess so.
Damn the backseat beds.
Do you have like god powers?
Well, yeah, I would say
Like-
define god powers. Like, am I able to like just snap my fingers and everyone comes back to life?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, that'd be great. Kinda.
I'm sorry.
Yo.
What the fuck are all of you talking about?
You didn't see the whole interaction that just happened with?
Yeah, I'm
the scary
aware,
lady?
and okay, we're getting a little beside ourselves.
Daikia chuckles, stepping more into your
Zeiros,
Altrix.
what did you just do?
So the vat, that was souls.
Okay.
I think were mine. So I went and got them. I felt kind of drawn to it.
Okay.
And
Why
then
did that person care what you did with them?
I don't know. If I knew, I would probably done something about it. But my guess is it has to do with, well, apparently I'm a god named Null, and my guess it has to do with whatever reason I don't remember that, or even why
So
I don't.
You're
look like-
one of those things that, like, Owen prays to.
I guess so.
Oh,
I guess that would make sense. Why
Doesn't
I would.
null mean like nothing?
Did
So
you just say
got a-
null? Right?
No.
No, right? Do you still have that book, Zeiros? That I
Of
read to you?
course. Yeah. Hands it
Can
over.
you get it out? I take the book and flip through the pages.
And sure
No,
enough,
right?
Yeah.
Like this.
Huh. I guess I'm in my little book of gods. So I guess maybe that's true. I mean, I think it's true being the random person came up to me, seemed to know me, and I guess someone who's inside me. There is someone inside me, I can tell. I was able to sense it. Though.
Define someone inside you.
Like you ate somebody?
Someone's soul.
So I thought the souls were yours.
Well, they're not. No soul is mine.
So
It's
how
not-
did the souls get in your body?
My guess is well, I'm able to take a soul and store it temporarily until I use it. I had a few that from my years in Arcus. I would take the ones that were the bad people who would come to Arcus and, well, use their souls. Their souls get released after use, so it's more of just like a displacement of the soul for a temporary bit of time.
And what exactly are these souls?
The souls of somebody who died.
That does not clarify anything. What are they?
I think the best way to describe it from how I understand it, it's basically like a magical essence of the person itself. It encompasses your actual, you build machines. I guess we're in meat machines, and that's the energy source piloting the meat machine. Or all the no, that doesn't sound right. It's the person.
Wait.
Altrix, are you asking what a soul is, or are you asking what those specific souls
Yes.
were?
And I think actually that clarifies that. Oh, that. Thank you. That I've had a bit of a long-standing question that I think that solves.
Really? What can I hear? Curiosity.
Just a in regards to I've in our travels I discovered that the overall magical power of just a person is a lot larger than one would expect. But if there's a non-physical, almost magical power to a person itself, that would explain that.
I would assume that's why I can use the soul to do power stuff, like magic-related things.
That
Is that
makes
it's
sense.
almost a magic power?
I mean, you've had experience with these soul stuff before, Altrix. Do you not remember back in Arcus? With,
What about
Ozen? Joni? When you went a little crazy?
I mean, he teleported us somewhere.
Wait a minute.
No, not exactly.
If the lady said that this was a way to take out the souls of memory, I believe, right? This engine?
Yes. Specifically, she said it was designed for you.
Yeah. I wonder if there's something way we could repurpose this Does Shoni or Ozen, does he want to be free from his sword? Maybe we could. Altrix is smart. And we have all. And
I
could
don't
we
think
reap
so.
her? I wonder if
Well,
we could.
considering I've already destroyed some of these runes,
And someone destroyed the vat.
I
Not
don't
naming
think
names.
that this mechanism was meant for the release of these so-called souls. It's meant for capture.
Well, I do know Shoni has his memory's fuzzy here, but he recalls this is where he was transplanted, or if that's the right word, into his current form. So
Maybe
there's
that's a lot of what they researched here is soul related. Well, being this was designed for me, that means I've been here before.
Do you know if it was designed
If there's-
for you as in like a willing thing for you to do, or designed to imprison you and forcibly remove souls?
I don't know. DM, is there any way for me to recall that information?
In this moment, I'm actually gonna call a bunch of you to make checks, just to kind of catch up. Pura, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Zeiros, give me a history check, with a disadvantage. And Rancor, go ahead and give me an investigation check, as well.
Can I make animal handling?
4?
I don't know.
No.
For the random pigeon that flies in, and then
Can I pet
explodes.
Owen's horse?
He got left on the surface. Sorry.
He summons him.
Investigation.
Yeah.
First roll, let's go.
All right, Jared. I'm gonna start with you, just because you were the most far back. So, Pura, go ahead.
Unnatural one.
Natural one. Okay.
No,
You are looking.
unnatural one.
Unnatural one. Okay, you are looking through this book that Zeiros has handed you, and you are totally confused. Other than finding the name Null in this, you don't. The way that this book is written is not standard to what you would read it now. It's not written in the same fashion, so there's some connections you have to draw that you just can't place. All right, Rancor, go ahead.
I was gonna say this is off to a great start. So I got a nat 20, but he got
Okay.
a 1. So
Got a 1.
you
Yeah,
can just balance it out.
it's a 10. It's a 10. It's okay. Rancor, just as they're talking, and you kind of are talking with Shoni, who still has a mental connection with you. I don't think I was transplanted here. I think they attempted to undo that. I know my memory is a bit fuzzy.
I thought last time you said the opposite.
No, I wasn't made here. I was made somewhere else, but I was a prisoner here. This chamber is unfamiliar to me, but this place is not.
You said this chamber's familiar to you, or no?
This chamber is unfamiliar to me, but this place is not.
Do you have some more memories cooking up in there?
I remember a smaller box-shaped room. There were glyphs on walls and kind of like a pedestal in the middle. That's all I can recall right now.
Interesting.
Okay. And Zeiros, what was yours?
Nat 1.
Okay. Damn.
Oh,
2
God.
natural ones. Okay. Zeiros, yeah. I mean, no. I mean, you hardly have memories of anything that has just been revealed to you in the last 5 minutes or so, let alone the functionality of this machine or any recollection of it in your past at all.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So I've been corrected. Shoney's memory is still screwy here. He said he wasn't transplanted into his current form. They were trying to remove him here, which didn't seem to succeed. And the team remembers being in a small box-shaped room, which I believe is most rooms, covered in glyphs and such. So, I guess look out for that.
Is everybody okay?
I suppose so.
I
Well, I guess this is our
mean-
moment. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know how to feel about that information. Kind of knew there was something there, being the way that Helm interacted with me every time I got in contact with him, but
Strange.
I mean,
So, this is kind of the time for everyone to mention whether or not they are some long-forgotten god or evil thing. Paloma, you're one of them? Oh, God.
you're a god, huh?
I got it kicking my ass.
Uh-huh. What are you the
You
god
said that
of,
again.
perchance? Okay.
Marek, Genevieve, anything y'all need to tell us?
You notice now that the two of them have walked out of the room.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay. They don't care, it seems, about me being a god.
Understandable.
So, do we have to worry about that asshole lady coming back and trying to kill us?
I don't think so. Unless maybe I fuck up again and
Well, she stated that she can't kill you and can't do anything to you, but still comes and acts all intimidating to you, which is very confusing.
I guess I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired, honestly, after all that, too.
Tired, you just ate.
Because what?
How could you be tired? You just had a whole buffet.
Okay. I also just learned a lot about myself, apparently, and a lot of information. I'm not okay. Maybe tired isn't the right word. Maybe I just kind of want some time to collect my thoughts and think over everything.
Where we can drop you off down at,
Maybe.
what level was it? 21 that had the Sleepy Forge?
Yes, 21.
We can drop you off there. I don't know if everyone else is up for a nap.
Yes, that would be great.
Well, we already know your answer, Pura.
Yes.
I mean, if we want to continue, I'll continue.
Well,
We'll
if you're
see.
if you're not feeling for it, don't push yourself.
I know I can continue and work and do stuff, and we don't want to waste time. I understand that. So I can collect my thoughts as we walk around. I just might be a bit not as attentive as I normally am. Is what I'm more saying. It just yeah. I might be a bit more distracted. Actually, is probably the better way to put that. Just as I think over kind of the reality of my situation.
Well, just try not to eat any more souls you see, or anything for that matter.
Well, hopefully
Try.
we don't run into any more souls.
Yeah, technically we got quite a few sitting here.
You know, Rancor, yours looks pretty tasty.
I don't think you want mine.
It probably tastes pretty bad.
I mean, would it
Kinda
be
sad.
a 2-for-1 special? Maybe I actually don't know how that would work.
Let's keep him out of the conversation, preferably.
Be
What's where
even
we
a
on right
multi.
now? 12? Around 12, right?
Yes, I believe we're on 12.
Is that Daiki or is that DM saying?
That's Daikia.
DM, what level are we on?
12. I just said that.
But you said that was Daiki saying it.
Yeah, because Daikia knows what level we're on. Just keep a track. She's been slowly jotting notes down, or really quickly jotting notes down in all the places.
Everything else on this floor, right?
Yes,
Already?
correct.
Stop playing with the tabaxis. I guess next floor?
I suppose so.
With that.
Okay.
Okay. All of you head back to the floating platform that is operating as your lift here and head down to sub-level 13, in which there is one access hall available if you'd like to explore here. A lot of the area on this floor, however, is largely collapsed.
What did it say, Paloma?
Planar flow modeling chamber.
Onward.
Onward as in into the sub-level or down?
That's my vote. Anyone else can chime in?
Yeah.
So you are or are not exploring the sub-level? Okay. All right. As you begin to make your way down this rather large corridor, it is rather collapsed in some places. You have to scoot around some places. There is another situation where there is ceiling panels that have fallen down, and there's wiring that is laying out. As you make your way onto the walls, or look on the walls as you pass further down, there is schematics that someone quickly drew out in chalk, most likely. A lot of it has kind of dusted off, but you can make out what you can assume to be the conversions of certain nexus points. And I'll have all of you go ahead and give me a investigation check, religion check, or nature check. Your choice.
Nature, not Arcana?
Yeah, those three. Nature, religion, or investigation.
15 for me. Religion.
Okay. All right.
They're all the same for me.
Go ahead and call out your numbers. I got it.
18.
Okay,
Also
2 18s.
18.
Got it. Okay. Rancor and Altrix.
19.
19.
21
matter what-
nature.
21 nature. Okay. No, it does not matter. As all of you are looking, now some of you are more familiar with certain materials than others, but you all are at least aware of the concept of other planes of existence other than the one you are currently on. And though this Nexus system that you are a little unfamiliar with, it makes notion of convergences not just of energy on this plane, but also energy on 2 other planes, that being the Feywild and the Shadowfell, your closest neighboring planes in the realm of positive and negative energy, as they kind of overlay at certain
What
connection
about the
points.
Astral Sea?
The Astral Sea is not listed.
Does it make any mention of where these points of convergence are?
It seems to note more mathematical calculations, like someone was focusing on studying these points and how it mechanically operates, and less about where they are. as you
Gotcha.
go. However, as the hallway progresses, you all begin to feel rather tired, actually. Pura more so than normal.
Quick question. I know you said it was only those two that were listed, but was there anything about Acheron, I think it is, that Johnny's from?
No, not listed.
Does does anyone else feel really tired? Like,
Really, you're always tired.
yeah, but like, especially tired. Like, just go to sleep right now. No.
Can I do a check of some sort to see if there's something going on around us that's making us feel more tired?
Yes, preferably an Arcana check would be most beneficial here, but if you could justify something else, I'll let you use that.
May
No,
Altrix do the same?
Arcana's good.
Altrix, yeah, you can do the same, that's fine.
Who's got the better cost of that?
Me.
Well,
Okay,
being that I just rolled a 22, so Arcana.
Okay. 22
Well,
Arcana, and then,
I'll give help to Altrix.
and then Altrix.
Oh yeah, give help. Altrix, I have guidance, which I've been using.
25.
25. Zeiros and Altrix, you are suddenly aware that you're walking down a corridor that seems to extend forever. It's one of those just never ends. But also, that's not what makes you feel so tired. There's some kind of distortion in this place. It is distinctly different, though, than the radiation you felt just a few sublevels up. So you're not being poisoned by radiation, but instead you are under the effects of something else. You're just not quite sure what the source is, nor exactly what that effect actually is, other than you feel very tired.
Are they able to discern that it's a magical effect?
Yes, it is a magical effect, and you are aware of that.
Let's get out of here while we can.
Pura would be immune to that.
But like, that rock looks so comfy.
Nope, let's
Like
leave this
super.
place. It
super
doesn't smell
comfy.
right.
Pura goes and lays down on a rock.
Okay.
I grab.
Yeah, just
Pura,
drag him
get up.
down the hallway.
Yeah, Pura,
What?
just by the
What the
boot,
rock?
drag him.
It's so comfy.
We're leaving. Come on.
What?
Okay. As you
I'll get
all
the trash bags.
return back out to the descent shaft, you found Genevieve and Marek. Sorry, they were with you on the other floor. They just weren't in the room that you were in. But they are back here with you, as well as Owens and Sizik. Daiki had gone with you. And the group of them, Marek, Genevieve, and Owens, look at you, and Sizik look at you with this shocked look, and they ask you where you've been for so long. What took so long?
I'm frozen. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I see that.
What?
Oh gosh, I'm getting another fucking picture. Someone's taking a picture of that, I guarantee.
Yeah,
I would
It's-
never.
I would never, he says as he does it.
I would never. Why would you make this assumption?
Sure.
It's a shame I
Uh,
cannot consult the Orb of Time.
Yeah. How long have we been gone for?
Sizik is the first to speak, and tells you roughly 12 hours.
Have
It
y'all
is a
done
good
anything
for
in
us.
those 12 hours?
They tried to follow you, but then couldn't find you, so they came back and waited.
Alright, well, at least they didn't do nothing.
Do we
Well-
feel like the exhaustion? Like
You don't feel
Do we
exhausted
feel-
because you yourselves are very much aware that you were not gone for 12 hours. You were gone for 7 or 8 minutes.
Let's not go down that hallway again. That seems to be some time distortion related stuff.
I kind of really like
Yeah.
that hallway.
Nope. We will avoid that one for now. Next floor.
Yeah.
And then for my lorekeeper, it is the 26th day now, and 11 a.m.
There we go. Fixed.
And
no,
Paloma,
I can't.
actually, as you are getting ready to operate this descent down to another sublevel, you feel a buzzing, and and you note that Mirex is powering up after a rest.
Question about magic item stuff. Being it's been 12 hours,
Yes.
do magic items reset?
Yes, they do.
Cool. Just asking for the purposes of my
Yeah. If it specifically says resets at dawn or the next day, then they do. If it says long rest, they do not.
Yep. I was more just asking because my staffy healing now is back at full.
Sure.
Yay!
Does anyone else hear that buzzing noise?
My
The-
apologies.
Hello there,
The
middle
talking
machine.
thing?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello there.
I apologize for my absence. I needed a moment to recharge my batteries.
Can I
All
ask
the
you a
battery.
So you found this here?
Oh god, it's cursed. Put the glasses back on.
No.
Can we ask you some questions now, or are you still...
Yes, I can do my best to answer your questions.
Cool. Question 1. What does the word null mean to you? In terms of the god null?
I am unfamiliar with a entity or deity called Null,
Okay, cool.
but I must remind you that my memory databank is not operational at the moment.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
we do have a very technologically savvy individual here. Is your memory bank on you and fixable?
No, we must go to Korthals.
Yes, we've already established this. We must go to the thing we don't know how to find.
Do you know what it is? Or just the name?
Korthals is a integrated mainframe that operates all of the semi-sentient arcane intelligence here in Akedon.
Do you know what it looks like?
Hub. Which part?
Part where we figure out how to get your memories back.
That is not helpful.
How about we focus on getting there before we focus on the details?
Floor 14.
Paloma, I must thank you for allowing me to charge my batteries using yourself.
I beg your pardon?
It seems that we have become connected. Do you need a refresher? I cannot connect to your brain, but I can only type on a screen if that would be beneficial to you. What language would you like me to type in? I can do that. Yeah.
I was about to say, Paloma, are you jealous that you don't have someone to talk in your head with?
Paloma, stop texting the box.
Paloma
Pick up
is a
the line
teenager.
right now, ma'am. Or I'll turn this platform around. Oh shit. God damn it. Stop texting and driving.
Yes. And then Paloma, obviously you have the item already, so you can read your functions yourself as Mirex is typing them out for you. Mirex will not speak again until you tell it to do so. So, okay. Sublevel 14 has 4 hallways attached to it, so it's relatively open. Paloma, as you kind of navigate, circumnavigate this space, the first is the Public Innovative Incubator. The second is the Casting Practice Hall. The third is the Project Sieve Velen Outreach Laboratory. That's Seiveellan. And the fourth and final one is the Akedon Proposal Archives.
What was the first one again?
The Public Innovative Incubator.
I want to go there.
Okay.
Can I go to the casting practice room?
Sure.
I'll go to. I think I would prioritize the laboratory.
Okay.
I'm going to the third one. What was that called again?
The Project Savelin Outreach Laboratory where Altrix is going. Okay. Okay, so somebody's going to every one of them. Okay, so we'll start with Pura, then Zeiros, then Rancor and Altrix, and then Paloma. All right, Pura, as you arrive in the Public Innovative Incubator, this is a space much like you can imagine a kind of a coffee shop without the coffee, just the space of a coffee shop where there are tables set up where people could easily hang out and conversate. There are various tables in this chamber, though, that have prototype devices on them, most of which are covered in dust and cobwebs and don't seem to be doing anything at the moment. But you can see a variety of wands and enchanted quills and half-assembled musical cube amidst the destruction in this chamber.
I would like to go up to the prototypes.
Okay. Again, there are quite a few of them. None of them seem to be operational.
Can I investigate a way to make them operational?
Yeah, go ahead and just give me an investigation check. Or if you are proficient in Tinker's tools, then you could do that as well.
Alchemist tools?
Not alchemist tools.
Darn. Okay. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, see, you always roll really good on things that are crazy.
Don't matter.
Not saying don't matter, just the most obscure
No,
ones.
they don't matter.
They don't matter. Okay. You know that this is going to take not necessarily magical energy, well, though it would take that. It also just needs repairs. Someone needs to actually reconnect some parts. Some of these are not even finished. And this whole space seems to be a place that various researchers and scientists and innovators and entrepreneurs could construct and develop minor magical devices that don't seem to have any super fancy properties. That just seem to be like everyday useful things, like a music box that you could carry around with you that just plays music. Again, a lot of them just need some actual mechanical repairs and then some arcane energy. But you don't have the facilities, at least not yourself, to do that first thing. So.
Not with the and there's no way that I can get one of them working.
You pick up one of the quills that seems to be close enough to being finished, and it is mildly magically resonant. So, yeah.
Okay. I take the quill and I put in a first level spell into it.
Okay. As you put a first level spell into it, its glyphs kind of light up on the feather, and it begins to write and free float itself, whatever you are thinking for it to write. So right now it just writes sleep.
Sleep. Whiskey, sleep, whiskey, sleep.
Whiskey, sleep. Yeah, there you go.
Sleep with whiskey. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Sleep with whiskey. Yeah, okay. Checks out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to take the quill.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to go find Altrix.
Sure. Okay. And you can add to your inventory, just write a custom item in that says self-writing quill. Okay, moving on to Zeiros, though, in the casting practice hall. Zeiros, this is a somewhat collapsed gallery, as many places are, but there are marble columns that actually rise up in the chamber. Something was designed to look rather ornate here. There are walls that have bookshelves on them, but a lot of the books have been removed, and even the bookshelves have been removed so people could write and scribble across the walls. So it's honestly like walking into a mad man's space, where there's glyphs and arcane writing and calculations written everywhere, on the floor, on the walls, some even on the ceiling. You're not even sure how they got up there. But a burnt rune on the wall reads, "What if fire could think?"
Interesting. So it's basically just a bunch of like magic and other stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of, again, proposed ideas, some of which you can immediately assume that are terrible ideas.
Yes. Is there a way I could learn anything from this?
Learn in what capacity?
Kind of like learning how to do like how do I describe what exactly I'm thinking of? Is there any because some of this is like magical ideas and stuff like that. Is there anything that I could gain for example, either not obviously heroic inspiration, but inspiration for getting to learn a spell or getting to learn an alternate version of a spell or some other thing like that?
Yes, I'm going to have you make an Arcana check.
I will use you know what? I know I've used actually a lot of second level spells. I'll use a third level spell slot for this for the shits and giggles. Enhance ability intelligence.
Okay.
So I can have advantage on this as I look it over. That is going to be an 18.
18, okay. The next time that you are learning a spell, or for wider spread, we'll say the next time you cast a spell and or are learning a spell, that spell will not consume a spell slot when you cast it.
Ooh. Nice. So next spell. Awesome.
Okay. We will cutscene to Rancor and Altrix, happily skipping along, dressed in 2 Rancor costumes. No, I'm kidding. Down to the Project Sevelin outreach laboratory. Again, much like the previous laboratories that you've seen, it is a large space. There is no glass door, though, to an observation area. It is simply just a large laboratory. Lots of research notes and tomes here that seem with the intent to translate and adapt Akedonian technology for an external Ilethian use, so a wider spread of arcane intention. Basically, again, translating runes to non-Akedon people, as Akedon seems to have its own version of various magical sigils and glyphs, and also their own shorthand that they denotate for various common sciences.
Gotcha. And these Akedonian runes that they're proposing essentially. Would I recognize these as some of the examples I saw in that one book on ancient runes?
Yes, that would be a good connection.
Interesting.
So I'm not going to talk about how the fact that Mirax stated that it charged via Paloma. That seems a little concerning. Is it like a mechanical vampire or something?
I mean, if people have magical potential. In any case.
Stop dropping stuff.
No! You're not my dad.
Hello, below.
I cannot see the floor. That dice is gone.
Now you know how it feels.
He's really getting into character. Rancor's blind.
No.
Yeah, I know. He has to mention it at least twice every episode.
Okay, I don't mention it that often.
Yeah, my floor is just black right now. There's no light down there, so these sunglasses do not help.
Yeah, totally fair. But elsewhere, Paloma, as with Mirix, as you are exploring the Akedon proposal archives, there are various scroll racks filled with citizen-submitted ideas, ranging from inspired to genius to absolutely absurd. A lot of these scrolls are heavily damaged by the destruction, but you can find a few. The first one proposes a floating garden fueled by music played only in reverse. And the second one, a little bit more interesting for you, is suggest using a sword to cut open a planar rift to the plane Guyana. Guyana is Gehenna. Sure. Not really, mostly just scrolls as you kind of just navigate through the spaces. Again, ideas ranging from normal to, yeah, that's okay, to that's really smart, and others that are, no one should ever try that. It's honestly should be a crime that someone ever thought about that.
They're too preoccupied with whether they could. They never stop to think if they should.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Okay. Okay, got it. Sounds good to me. And after a little bit of investigating, an hour or so between all of you, you each return to the main descent shaft and reconvene.
Y'all find
Anything useful?
Altrix.
Yeah.
I found this room that has a lot of really interesting inventions. Is my pen still working?
Yes. Writes in air for whatever you're thinking or telling it to write.
It's saying Altrix is a sucker and Altrix will help fix these things for me.
Yeah, it's writing right next to your head. Just
there's some really interesting inventions and like this pen that I found. Oh, yeah. Can you come look at these things for me?
I suppose.
Cool.
discreetly hands Altrix a knife.
It's just saying like ha 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 like in there. Yeah.
yeah.
They're just writing his thoughts out.
That sounds stupid.
Why?
No, I think I'll stick by my claim that it sounds stupid. Okay,
Rancor.
well,
Make a history check.
why does it have to be a sword? That sounds also pretty stupid. I feel like you just make a machine that does
Floating
that.
Garden is a bad idea, but the fact that it only plays music in reverse is stupid.
I'm
ready to
How would you
honestly
be able
just-
to reverse the music?
I'm just shocked that there's a floating garden.
that.
How do you-
you know,
To myself.
maybe
Yeah, go ahead, Rancor.
maybe that's like the box of music that I saw earlier.
So that is by 20. No. Yes, 21.
Okay. 21. You are not familiar with the plane of Guyana, at least not innately. However, you do understand that when you were investigating Ozen's possible origins, that Guyana is a lower plane, and that would fit a rough description of where Onis might live.
Shoni.
Yes.
Does the name Guyana ring any bells to you?
No.
Yes, actually, that. Where did you hear that?
On Paloma just now? Were you not paying attention?
No, sorry, I was distracted by the floating garden of music in reverse. It sounds genius. I want that in my bedroom.
No, it's a stupid idea.
Don't
Ken
ask.
says yes, that would be awesome.
No, sorry. I don't know. Yes, that sounds very familiar.
And since you weren't listening, apparently there was her thing Was it a project that was conducted, or was it an idea for a project?
It was a suggested idea. A citizen suggested idea.
Was there any mention of like if that idea was like forwarded or anything?
Nope. Just notes that it was proposed. You don't know what happened after that.
Eventually, there was a proposed idea of some random dude, a citizen, in Akedon, for a sword that could cut open a rift to the plane of Guyana.
Yes, to clarify, a citizen would encompass anybody that lives in Akedon. They don't have to be just a civilian. They could be a researcher. That would still be a citizen.
I didn't ask for lip Ozen. Dummy.
Yeah. How dare you mispronounce my name?
You call yourself Ozen all the time. I don't want to hear it.
Shut up.
But that sound, granted, this just says it was an idea, but you're, at least in a sword, you're familiar with that plane. That plane sounds like an Oni plane. I don't know, just have a feeling.
Might be worth investigating further the next time we can research planar variation and existence.
Thank you for this, Paloma. Not sure if it'll get us anywhere, but Shoni recognizes the name Guyana, so something. Better than dumb reverse music floating island.
That's a genius idea,
No.
as he tells you, Paloma.
No. Sorry, always goes against you just cause.
You have to admit it's very fun.
Can we go back to the room now? Yeah, this is a waste of time. Why are we standing here?
Oh, for Altrix. By the way, there was this room that had a bunch of magic stuff. I could see you finding some interest in it.
Okay, so room full of broken magic stuff, and another separate room of magic stuff?
It's like magic's like a bunch of notes on magic.
If I may add to the conversation, we need to clarify that every room here is full with magic stuff. Can we be any more specific? That would be really helpful.
Ideas and other things that I
Thank
thought
you,
might.
Zeiros. And she jots it down in a journal that she is writing on details.
How many pages has she gone through in her journal?
Just kind of glancing with your readers of thought on at least 15 that she's written, just in drawings and quick scribbles of notes.
No shit, Sherlock. Oh, the magical like inventions. Like there's like a music box in there, which may have to do with the other floating thing.
I was about to ask the same thing.
I have no idea. I just found it.
Pura,
you know.
Pura, make a deception check.
Oh gosh.
Daiki is going to insight you.
Dude.
Oh, buddy,
I'll get it all
you're
right.
cooked.
I mean, I'm already cooked.
Oh yeah, he could.
Don't forget to
It's
minus for
good.
exhaustion.
Wait,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I've
aware
already
that
minus.
is
There's no way to do that.
that's a -2.
-2 versus Daiki is 30. With
I got
one level of caution.
Okay, I got 25. So.
Yep. Right, Pura. You have no idea. Okay.
The dust bunny in the
Not at all.
corner had a higher insight than in his deception.
Yes.
Ira, you shouldn't lie.
I'm not lying. Yes, I'm lying.
So is it just doing the opposite of what you say, or is it like
Yes.
spreading your thoughts?
No, it's not.
It's very confusing.
Pura, when we were in the room with the strips of fabric, what were you thinking?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The pen just stays like static for a second, and then it just starts like going at like light speed writing things, and basically what you can read from it, because it's going so fast, is that like found a reality that my wife and children didn't die. Really wanted to go to it, but Altrix told me no. Possible time conflicts. Still want to go back.
Interesting.
Man, Ultrix sucks.
Altrix also
Mel.
sucks.
Altrix is a sucker. I'm tired. Give me whiskey and sleep.
Very, very tired. We should go back to
All
the
right,
warm room.
tell you what, how about we go to the room full of notes on things before we go to the room of the possible things that the notes are on?
Fine.
Okay. Jared, I love that you're playing into this. I'm very proud.
Very
all right.
passive-aggressive.
It's very passive-aggressive pin, but that's just pure as in our monologue. It's just passive-aggressive. All right. Those of you that wish to go to the casting practice hall with Zeiros, again, you find a room full of random notions of magical proposals and ideas, some which are great, some which are not.
Yeah, I looked at some of them. There's some interesting stuff here.
Can I investigate some of the proposals?
Sure. As you take a look around, you find 1 + 1 doesn't have to equal 2 every time as a proposal. Again, you find the what if fire could think. What if all sound we heard was in reverse is another proposal.
Is it in the same handwriting as the reverse?
It actually is in the same handwriting as that.
Is it in reverse?
Alright.
No, it's not written in reverse.
They don't even subscribe to their own rules.
It said sound, not
Must be
everything
a
you read.
politician.
Yep.
I would like to read the fire one.
Okay, it's just notes on the wall. It's
Yeah.
not a document.
Yeah,
just
these
what if
are
I-
like community suggestions for the new Mountain Dew flavor. This is
Yeah. Yeah. What if fire
Mountain
could think?
Dew.
More like mountain don't.
Do I say anything?
No.
Okay. And I'm the one who mentions it all the time. Angel.
Sorry.
Is there any ideas listed mentioning sword, Guyana, lower plains, that kind of stuff?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
14.
Just kind of looking around, nothing really that's that severe. A lot of them are just very minute details as you're taking a glance, and little things. Nothing that's super powerful.
What's it with this guy's obsession in backwards music? No.
So
I have-
if we sing in backwards, does that do anything?
It does not.
no.
But
Darn.
actually, now thinking about it, sorry. If music is played in reverse, isn't that just still music? I don't think music has to be played in one particular fashion.
Well, I guess, is it a song or is it music? 'Cause
Fair. I see. I mean, that makes sense. I just am curious if...
No,
by
it doesn't.
playing in reverse...
None of this makes sense. How can this place have such incomprehensibly powerful magic, but yet just such idiocy?
Altrix is dumb. Daikia is a genius.
Yeah. I think I've gotten my answer. I'm going to walk out of the room as she leaves. The duality of Dragon and Morin.
So, all these are just suggestions, some of which are at least, I guess, would be impressive if done, but... Was there no objective? You just run out of things to do, just started polling the people?
my guess is this is like a community feedback thing. People can come in, say, "Hey, I think this would be good for the city," and then most of them probably never get read, but who knows? I mean, you can
Oh.
expect the government or whatever their leadership was to think of everything.
Okay, well, this room is a bit of a wash. What else? Is there Pura? You said you found a room of stuff, like physical things.
Yeah. It's down the hall. I already told you that's stupid.
Are there any more passive aggressive pins in there?
There might be. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's get there already.
Can I walk over and snag the pen?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, please.
Oh man.
Pure, I'll go off of your passive, so it's okay.
Okay.
I have no way of reading this dice. Hold on. 14.
14. Pura, you notice Altrix kind of sticking up behind you and tries to snag the pen before you grab it out of the air, as he failed your DC by 1.
What are you doing?
I cast retrieve on the pen.
Yeah. Okay. Just
I cast Mage
my
Hand on it
setting
or
is
something.
I just clarify again. Retrieve only works for objects that are not being worn or carried.
And I am
Pura
clutching
is
very,
holding
very
it,
tightly
so
to
he's
it.
carrying it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Pura
it's not
really
even-
likes this pen.
All right.
So you want to go back to the public innovative incubator, or just give up?
What am I looking
I
at?
thought we're going to the room with them at Pura.
What do you mean?
I would like to walk out of the room towards the incubator.
Sure. Okay. I don't know if Altrix is going or not.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Back in the public innovative incubator, again, tables full of various half-assembled magical contraptions and proposed ideas. There's wands, quills, a magical musical cube. Oh, very nice. Cool. Scared me for a second. I was like, whoa.
It's hard to have the hat and the headset on.
What?
Yep.
I understand.
Let me guess. You a plague doctor?
Of course
No,
not.
that's John Akedon.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Yes,
John
yes,
Akedon.
I'm
We found
John
him.
Akedon.
That's right, we found him.
Finally.
But, again, Altrix is just giving it a brief look over. A lot of this stuff is not particularly useful. It's small, minor quality of life adjustments sometimes. Some of them are just ideas that people started building, and then obviously the environment in which they were building that changed, and things came to an abrupt end.
Does the music box look like anything that can be salvaged?
It's only half built. So there's parts and gear sticking out of the upper half, and it's missing the other portion that it needs to be built.
Is it built in
So-
reverse?
No, it's a box. You can't build a box in reverse.
I mean,
You can apparently play music in reverse, so
Yeah, you break a box.
Well, what constitutes as the building process? Is it what side that you start on? If you start bottom, left, right,
Sizik,
side,
you're
side,
not
top?
here.
Wouldn't the opposite be top, side, 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 bottom?
Lightning explodes in the chamber, and all of you die.
Sizik is
Darn.
disintegrated.
Yes.
Yay! All right, time to
Anyway.
play his twin brother Wizik.
Nope.
You wizard.
Yes.
Yeah, the Blizzard Wizard. Anyway, all of you can return to the descent shaft if you'd like to.
Floor 15.
Is anyone else tired?
No.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit.
A little bit.
It has apparently been like
Oh
20
yeah.
hours or whatever. 16 hours.
Cole, did you see what Zeiros is?
Huh?
Zeiros.
Yep.
Did you get to see the reveal?
No.
Zeiros
Uh-huh.
is a forgotten god.
Mm-hmm. Name
Oh, are
Null.
you talking about?
Yeah, named Noel.
Oh, I thought it was named Raydrum.
No.
Raydrum. Isn't he called Rayu now?
Yes, he is called Radio now.
Yeah. Get your lore
okay.
right, fool.
Gosh darn it.
Bro just dead named a character.
Yep. Anyway, are we headed back down another level? Okay. Sub-level 15. Sorry, sub-level 15. There are 4 access here. There is the Arcane Anti-Gravity Study Vault. The Spellframe Testing Array. The third is the Overflow Chamber Delta. And the fourth is the Project Quellgeist Lab. Quellgeist is one word, Quellgeist.
I go that.
Definitely.
Okay. Noted. Anybody else want to go other places?
What were the other ones? I forgot.
It's okay. The Arcane Anti-Gravity Study Vault, the Spellframe Testing Array, the Overflow Chamber Delta, and the Project Quellgeist Lab.
Go to the
I will-
second one.
Yeah,
I'll check out that anti-gravity.
I'll go with Sizik.
Okay. Okay, and then Rancor, you're headed to Project Quellgeist Lab.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Zeiros, where are you headed?
I'll go to the anti-gravity.
Okay. All right. Who's going to anti-gravity? Zeiros, Altrix. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. The two of you walk into another research facility. Quite a few in this area. So I guess. And as you begin to look it over, it's actually quite as the name says. It is to test the function or capacity of spellcasting in anti-gravity environments.
Interesting. And is there anything left on how they manifested these anti-gravity environments?
There is a chamber, except this one is a column that just extends up, probably about 100 feet or so. And it's a circular chamber that has some glyphs on the bottom that seem to be inactive currently. But likely that is what they used to generate that.
And in that chamber, like any remnants of the actual magic that they used for that?
You take it a look over, and these have been long dormant in terms of their glyphs.
Like anything I can like take from those glyphs, like anything like note-wise.
Note-wise, as you kind of look over, thinking about ancient runes, this would fit that description. This is another example of an ancient rune. But otherwise, no, you can't really glean anything else, not without it being active.
Without it being active, you say?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just dormant right now. It does not appear damaged.
Seems roughly intact, just not active.
I shall start with a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay. Nothing happens.
A second 3rd.
Nothing happens.
A second.
Nothing happens.
And another one.
A 1st.
Okay, nothing happens.
A 2nd.
And at 10, the glyph
Ow.
kind of fizzles to life. And you immediately feel yourself kind of lifting off the ground. But it isn't reverse gravity. This isn't shunting you towards the ceiling. You're just floating.
Being reminded of the weightlessness back at the Hexblade.
Yeah.
Though with EOS control.
Yep.
I want to study these runes as much as possible.
Sure.
Ways of negating gravity, so to speak.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check, if you will.
Oh, no. 14.
Okay, not terrible, but as you study it, again, your understanding is that not only would it take a incredibly powerful caster to channel energy into this. This again is an ancient rune that you can detailed notes on how to carve it. You don't exactly know what to sync it to with the 14.
Gotcha. I guess while I'm looking here, is there any resources, materials, anything I could take that would perhaps aid in perhaps harnessing either this or some sort of similar power in the future?
Sure, you can take some of the research notes found in the laboratory that detail the outcomes and the designs of various experiments about subjecting spellcasters and arcane innate individuals into this type of environment to see how their spells will be impacted. They learned pretty quickly that spells seem to be relatively unaffected by anti-gravity, but the casters do not, obviously.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Zeiros, anything you want to explore in this chamber?
No, thank you.
Okay. All right, moving on to the spell frame testing array. Who is going there? Sizik
And me.
and Pura. Okay. All right. The two of you walk down a hallway that opens into a larger chamber, rectangular. Perhaps is probably the best way to describe it. There are various pipes that come out of the walls, various gauges that they run through, and then back into walls as they kind of mix and match and combine and divert. There is on the far side of the wall, or far end of the room, on both long walls, a lengthy set of panels in which crystals were inserted into these contraptions to perhaps either test something, to either monitor something. You're not quite sure what their function were. However, there are multiple scorch marks coming from those crystalline inputs, and it looks like about 75 to 90% of these devices were destroyed in a single cascade failure. So one blew up, and then it just kind of down the line. And then some of them have been spared and are still locked into place, but the majority of whatever system this was designed to operate overloaded or met a catastrophic end of some kind.
Is there any crystals on the ground, or are they all locked in place?
As you kind of sift through the rubble, you have to kind of pull some of the cracked ceiling tiles around. You actually find some shattered crystals, not that are any that are intact, but more horrific, I suppose, is you find the bones of an individual, only of their lower legs and part of their hip. And everything above like the midline of the hip, right above the head of the femur, is completely missing. As if it looks like it was disintegrated off or blasted through.
So you say that there's femurs.
There are 2 femurs here.
Oh no.
No.
Pura is going to take the femurs.
Okay. That's fine.
Can I look around and see if there's anything useful from this place
Sure.
that was left behind?
All that you can really glean, just without rolling a dice check, is that there are some crystals that are still intact that you could steal or take if you'd like to. If you'd like to investigate further, though, you can maybe investigate what the gauges were for and see if you can identify what this was designed to do, but that will require a dice roll.
Okay. Yeah, I will indeed roll for that, and I'll take some of those unbroken crystals.
Okay. These crystals are red in color, but they seem to have a dull orange on the inner layer, so it kind of almost looks like a dawn in kind of coloration, or a dusty atmosphere. Yes, go ahead.
Can I help him and also take some crystals?
Sure. Do you have any proficiency in investigation or arcana?
I do in investigation.
Okay, so if you
And
roll an
Arcana.
if you want to roll arcana or investigation, you have advantage with that. Both of you can acquire 4 of these unknown crystals.
Okay, so 4 unknown crystals, and you said investigation with what?
Advantage. Yes, advantage.
Oh, wunderbar, wunderbar. Okay. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, investigation. 21.
Okay. As you are investigating the valves, most of the valves have been busted just because of the collapsed chamber. A couple of them are still intact, though. A lot of them are measuring pressure in these chambers and energy levels. That seems to be the 2 things they were focusing on. And with the 21, you can recognize that this chamber was destroyed not because of the catastrophe that occurred due to the Akedon at large, but rather whatever this system was connected to, something malfunctioned there and caused it to reroute its excess catastrophic energy or overload into this chamber, and that caused its destruction here.
Interesting.
Jinx.
Well, if that's all, then
Pura is now staring at Sizik
Okay.
very
okay.
intently.
Do you have a problem, or?
The pen is writing. Sizik is really fluffy.
I'm
He
sorry,
seems
what did I
really
miss? What
warm.
pen, huh?
I want to hug Sizik really,
Pura-
really bad. And then
Pura-
Pura is going to attempt to hug Sizik.
Okay, just to get you up to speed, Cole. Pura acquired a self-writing quill that writes his inner monologue, basically his thoughts, whatever he's thinking or whatever he tells it to write. It writes in air for everyone to read. And then Pura is attempting to hug you. Sizik, are you resisting?
I don't know why. This is super unusual, so yes.
Okay.
I would love to resist.
Okay, Pura, you're gonna go ahead and give me a strength check, please. And Sizik can give me dexterity or strength.
Yes, I wonder which I'll choose.
Yes, I know, right?
I don't
Think
think
about
it
that
matters.
Okay.
It might.
Actually,
It
you know
might.
what? Fuck you. Luck point, because I don't trust you.
Okay.
You're doing this for a reason, and I don't trust it, so I'm not gonna take that nat 1. Never mind, it was meant to be. I had advantage and rolled another one. Are you fucking how? Jared, you're not. No, take your fucking curse back.
Pura, what did you
I
roll?
rolled a 5.
A 5. Is that minus all of your exhaustion already?
Yep.
Okay, Sizik, you unaware because you're deeply looking into this chamber and these valves. As you kind of glance around just to see the pin writing that, and Pura is just wrapping his arms around you in a big old bear hug.
So warm. Oh.
Is there a reason that you are doing this?
I'm really cold, and you're really warm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's mildly uncomfortable, but
it's comfortable to me.
I don't think you should say that while hugging a child.
Just so
Anyway,
warm.
we're gonna cutscene from here to the overflow chamber delta. Who is there? Paloma, correct? Okay. Paloma. With Mirex, if you'd like to use any functionality at any point, this is a largely scorched black chamber. There are broken devices and valves, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist or an Akedonian scientist, I suppose, to identify that whatever this chamber was designed to do something vastly exceeded its capacity to handle that. And this chamber, much like similar to what Sizik and Pura have found, also exploded in some kind of overflow failure. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Pull up. Yep, it does. Alright, give me one moment. I'll pull it up for you.
She's becoming azzy.
Yeah, it happens.
Either die young or live long and become sailor.
Yes, that's right.
Becoming sailor is a fate worse than death.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question, DM. How long would it? So if I were trying, because I was waiting for a long rest to do it, but I wanted to attune to the new item and take off the cold resist cloak.
Right.
Would I
you
have
will
done
need-
that
you-
by now, or do I need to
you
wait till
will-
long rest?
You'll need to spend an hour of dedicated time to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do kind of need to wait for a long rest then.
Or just any type of downtime. Yeah, I mean,
Cool,
you could
cool,
wait
cool.
until a short rest, really, but yes.
Yes. Cool.
Okay. So Paloma, as you cast Legend Lore through Mirex, you can name or describe a person, place, or object. I mean, you can. Okay. It's okay. You specify something, and then you learn information about that, usually in some kind of capacity.
You're
Paloma,
basically looking up something's Wikipedia page.
Yeah, from the DM. That's basically how it works. Paloma, as you begin to kind of focus on the screen of Mirex as it begins to replay to you what it is at least aware of occurring, Mirex is in a space. And it is the same place that you found this device in. It is that memory archive nucleus, library of sorts, digital space. There are people that are walking around this chamber when suddenly the entire room shifts. It lurches about 30 degrees in angulation to one side. Things fly off tables. People fall over instantly. And then not but a millisecond later, there is a flash of light. And the not even screams of horror, because it was more just the grunts of misunderstanding that people were emitting are instantly silenced. And the entire vision is dark after that. It is writing on its screen in Orin, as you've asked it to do so, and tells you that it is unaware of of exact cause other than some kind of massive energy discharge that seemed to have destabilized the entire city at once. As you look around, no. If there was, it was completely blown into fire and ash. Not in this chamber, no. Okay. And then Rancor, as you were exploring the Project Quellgeist lab, This is another laboratory, though there is not much in here. There's no tomes that you could read, no research notes. It is honestly just some shelves, and there's nothing on them. It is peculiarly well pristine, given the environment that you're currently in. But there is a glass window looking into a chamber that there is nothing in, and a glass door that you can push through, much like some of the other chambers you've seen, to enter that chamber if you wish to.
You said I can't see anything through the glass?
Yeah, I mean, you look through the glass and it's empty.
Mason,
Yes.
Rancor.
Yeah.
See.
Ozen is looking into the chamber and is telling Rancor, you don't see anything.
I don't like that. Detect magic.
Okay. There is magic coming from in that space. You sense in the walls of that enclosed glass space that there are panels that have something inside of them. And connections and wires that are running off it that are still powered with some residual arcanum.
So in the glass chamber on the walls, there's magic panels?
Yeah, inside the walls. Yeah, the panels seem to be radiating some magical. And you can actually focus one particular panel, though you'll have to go in the room to access that panel on the wall. But it does seem to be the strongest of all of the radiating arcana.
All right. Assuming there's no traps in this doorway, I'm going to walk over to it.
Why would there be traps?
Because you're you.
Rancor,
Oh,
you step
that's-
on a trap.
Rancor, a trap. No, I'm kidding. Rancor, you are, again, standing in a completely empty space. The door is still open behind you. You walk up to the panel and can attempt to take it off the wall if you'd like to.
Is there a Phillips head screw?
No.
Damn it. Is it like fully flush against the wall, or is it like...
No,
Is
have you ever seen a solitary confinement chamber that has like hexagonal tiles that are aligning the wall, much like a sound booth, kind of like that, where there are little grooves between the panels, and then most of them are just tiles that are around the chamber.
Never seen one of those in my life.
Okay.
Um,
Dan.
What would it be to remove one of them?
Depends on how you're going to remove it.
Can I intimidate it?
No, this is not a Sizik situation.
Do they seem like tightly secure, or they seem like loose? Not loose, but like more just kind of hung on there, sort of thing.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check, if you will.
That is a 16.
16. The DC of 15, you realize that these are really intently designed. They are magnetic, and if you simply press, and it'll just pop right off.
Boop.
Yeah, and it just and falls down. And behind it, there is a small tube, about 3 inches tall. Inside the glass tube is a sloshing liquid that is a very cerulean blue, but half of it vaporizes and then turns back into a liquid. The copper plates on the end are tightly affixed with wires coming out of it and tubes, and the copper plates seem to have magical glyphs that are inscribed on them to keep this sealed.
So does this look more like it's a power source, or that this is like a weird experiment being done and that's what's making the liquid be all weird?
4 kilos notos. Why not both?
Hey, Altrix!
Everybody needs Altrix to do something, apparently.
He's the one who's the tech dude.
Altrix, as you finished up your studies, you can hear Rancor's call from very far away.
What if I just let them all die? Yeah, we'll go search for the source of the yelling.
Sure. And it doesn't take you long until you find Rancor standing in this completely enclosed glass space, and with a panel off the wall and looking at the same thing that I just described.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
I guess, do I, notice anything in particular about this?
Not at first glance. Yeah, I mean, like Rancor asked, is it a magical power source? Is it a experiment? Probably both. But that's all you can really tell, just at first glance. If you want to do something further to investigate or research, you definitely can.
I mean, would that just be like an Arcana check, or?
Arcana, identify, or you can make an investigation check. Just tell me what you're doing, because that will kind of vary.
Yeah.
On the outcome.
Well, I'm a little low on spell slots now, so I'll
Whose
just do
fault is
Arcana.
that?
It's not.
Can I help with that?
Yeah,
I'll just start.
You can provide help and get advantage help.
Okay.
Oh, and guidance. Okay.
And guidance. Okay.
And a spell slot.
And a spell.
Well, I don't think I can get that.
And my soul.
What soul?
All right, so that's a 1 from the guidance. Very cool.
Okay.
That's one.
Oh, that feels like 1 digit. All right, so that one's not a good one.
You rolled with advantage, right?
Altrix is blind.
Yep. Oh, that one's also not that much better. It's better, but not by much. Okay, wait. So +1. 15.
15. With Rancor's detect magic still up, there is a divination that is happening here. There is also a transmutation and an abjuration energy that is coming
the
off of this space.
divination like the liquid or something else?
It's just the device. You cannot really identify what school of magic the liquid classifies as, other than it's just magical. Altrix with a 15, this, to you, this is genius. This is innovative to the point that you wish you could achieve this degree for your own use, because it would be particularly helpful with your genie problem. It's just really, really condensed into a much smaller, portable vial. There is, with a 15, something inside of that liquid. In fact, that liquid is something alive. And with a 15 being the DC, you also know that you can break that seal on the copper ends by rotating the copper rings in a specific sequence that you're now aware of.
Just to confirm I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I can basically take this vial. No problem.
I didn't say that.
Well, as in, I can just take it out.
I didn't
Now,
say. I said you could open it. I didn't say you could take it out.
Okay. So I open up this chamber, and then the vial is in there.
So what you're looking at is the panel is off the wall. This vial is just sitting in the middle. It's
Okay.
right there.
I'm
over
not
which
letting
wires-
it
yeah,
out, is
Sure.
what I'm just trying to clarify.
Sure.
Yes. Okay.
Altrix, you're good there?
Yeah, just trying to make sure. These are delicate situations.
Make sure of what? What is it? Why is this a delicate situation?
Well,
I thought we had a big talk about communication earlier.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what this is. I'm not exactly sure. It'll take some more study. Don't want to go touching mysterious substances, as he rotates that thing to open up this panel.
Then why are you opening? Why are you touching that?
I'm not touching it quite yet. Pulls out like a pair of tongs. Can you
Altrix?
send for Paloma?
Why?
Bag of
Paloma?
holding might be useful.
Shawnee, is this a good idea?
He says yes.
What exactly do you want me to say?
Well, he's being very coy about what he's doing.
Are ideas ever good? I mean,
Paloma!
Paloma, also from across the way, you hear the shouts of both Altrix and Rancor.
It shows up instantly.
Yeah, I mean, she's fast. Yeah.
Altrix was doing something. He said, "Get you." He's touching things.
Can you open up the bag of holding? Just need to slot this in there.
And Paloma, as you're reaching for the bag of holding, since you have Murex still open, the Identify spell, which has a charge available, one left if you'd like to use it, is available if you'd like to expend it. Okay. Paloma, I'm gonna send you this since you're reading it,
Oh God.
yeah, and it's not speaking out loud, so I'm just gonna send you that, and you can have a fun time.
Is your little friend telling you what this is? Because Altrix won't tell me what it is. But yeah, he's doing things with it.
I don't know what it is.
And then Anna, go ahead and give me a D8 roll as well. As Murex is gonna glitch.
Oh God.
Hi.
Your ex possibly.
A 4. Okay. Nothing happens. Go ahead. No, you do not. Just a straight D8.
Stasis ether?
Is that the whole
Paloma
control?
has this device. This is the best thing ever.
Does that...
That's the whole device, or is that just a liquid?
It's a whole device. Hold on. Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little more?
Summon ethereal entity? Question mark.
Yes.
Paloma's just reading off the item description as Murex is populating it really fast.
You could have just had this talked out loud. It's not.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm okay with that.
Tony, it's just how it feels whenever I'm talking to you and not them.
All the time. Yeah.
Can you give a descriptor of ethereal entity? I don't like that. What was this about an intelligence check?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you able to like?
Altrix has already identified the rings, so Altrix is aware and can communicate to someone what those rings are.
Yeah, so
Is it
I'm
possible
able
to
to.
remove the vial and not release it.
If you open the copper rings, it releases the vial. Is basically what Paloma is telling you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, there's no way to keep it in there, but move the vial. So we.
I mean, you can take the copper rings at the ends of the vial, and the vial as one unit is what this item is, and just hold that, and that's the item in its entirety.
Okay, I thought the whole it was like a whole contraption, like built into the thingy.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
It's just a little
in that
bitty thing,
case-
a little bitty thing with a bunch of wires that are attached to it.
Why
So
don't
if
we
you remove
just.
if you remove the wires, it won't break it.
You have no idea what will happen if you remove the wires.
Aw.
You don't know what
Not
it's
even with
currently
Identify?
doing. No, Identify doesn't tell you what it's being used for. It just says what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so it's more so this is battery-esque,
Right,
and
no,
this is being plugged into something else.
Yes.
So I feel like unplugging it won't damage it itself, just whatever it's plugged into.
Maybe we could plug it into something else. Paloma, why'd you make that face? Why'd you make that face, Paloma? Why are you laughing, Paloma?
Sorry to interrupt this, but all three of you are just kind of standing around this panel in the wall where this vial is when a whisper kind of just emanates through the chamber. Velmon.
Do we recognize that voice?
You've never heard that voice before.
Paloma opened the bag of holding. I'm going to, pull out the cords and just shove the whole device in there.
Shoni,
Okay.
is someone else here?
There's nobody in here.
You said
Altrix.
it came from the doorway, or it was just in the.
Just in the room. Altrix.
Perception check to see where in the room that's coming from?
It's just emanating. You don't have to roll a perception check.
10-4.
Spooky.
Who's there?
Paloma.
Kind of hoping it'd say Susan.
Susan.
Cannon at the ready.
Let's get the hells out of here.
Agreed. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. And all of you depart quickly. Reconvening with the
haunted.
rest of your group. Sure. Reconvening with the rest of your group back at the primary descent shaft. If you'd like to descend, you may continue to do so.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Well, suicide level 16. There are 6 access corridors here.
Oh dear.
Yeah, a lot of options as they kind of sprawl out in various directions. Paloma, as you quickly make your rounds in this space, the first corridor leads down to the pressure regulator network. The second leads to an exposed catwalk over a large space that you can actually see between your current sub-level all the way down to about sub-level 20, known as the Tether Node Overlook platform. There is the Maintenance Corridor 16A. And then the final one in this space is the Lower Facilities Utility Hub. And there are 2 other hallways that branch off of the Maintenance Corridor 16A. And those actually loop back around into the central chamber. So that's where the 2 other ones are going. It overlooks the next sub-level 16 through 20, roughly. the Tether Node Overlook platform. Okay. And as all of you begin to decide how you're going to split up this time to continue your exploration, we'll go ahead and take our break right there. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly. See you in a moment. And welcome back. Last we left off, Lorem Ipsum is now deciding which of these 6 access corridors, 2 of which lead to the same room, or 3 of which lead to the same room, are available to you. Again, to remind you, my fellow players, that is the Pressure Regulator Network, the Tether Node Overlook Platform, the Maintenance Corridor 16A, and Lower Facilities Utility Hub.
Meh. I want to check out the utility hub.
Honestly,
You
yeah,
can skip the floor. Yeah.
nah, utility hub.
Okay.
Is that where you want to go?
I'd like to buy
Alright.
the power station and the
Sure.
waterwork.
I'd like to buy a valve, please.
All right, so Paloma, we'll start with you at Maintenance
like to buy
Corridor
Mountain
16A. As you begin to explore it down this chamber, actually, I'm going to read off your passive instead. Oh yeah, you're fine. Freaking 18. Paloma, you immediately, as you're walking down this long hallway, the scent of an explosion still lingers heavily. There are outlines of humanoid figures that are blasted into the wall, as if their shadow was the only thing preserved during an explosion. You also identify that maintenance corridors 16B through 16D are fully collapsed, but this seems to be some kind of access tunnel to lead to various networks of pipes from various lower and upper sublevels that would have connected through these this array that you can actually access to this point. Obviously, you don't know where they go, so it's hard to make any adjustments, but that's kind of what you glean in this space, and that's really all you can determine. Over in the lower facilities hub, though, while you can't buy a valve or a waterwork, who all is here? I know Sizik and Altrix are here. Pura wants to go as well.
I am one with Sizik right now, so I'm there as well.
Oh, that's right. Y'all are hugging. He hasn't let go.
He still hasn't let go.
Sure.
No, he's not.
Rancor, where are you headed?
I'm just sitting here.
Okay.
No, the
Totally
roads
fair.
are just...
Yep, that's really fine. So Altrix, Sizik, and Pura, as you arrive into the lower facilities utility hub, there is actually light that is on in this chamber. Something still has a little bit of power. A lot of the panels are damaged, but what you can understand and glean is that this regulates lower sublevel access, providing magical energy routing and lighting in minor sections of sublevels 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19.
You said so 17 to 19?
15 to 19. So the floor above you, the floor you're on, and the next 3 floors below you.
Is the 19th floor the one with the warm room?
That
No.
is 21.
Okay.
Okay, so this
We're
is just
getting there.
lighting power, so this isn't like room power.
It's magical energy routing and lighting.
Gotcha. So, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I take it essentially, like how I had to power up the anti-gravity room, we could do something similar here.
Yes, except this one already has power. And you can direct it to one of those locations should you like to, though you can very easily gather that this probably only has enough energy to power maybe 2 or 3 chambers before that's exhausting its supply.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing else we want to power up on the previous floor.
So
Do we want to explore the rest of this floor? If we find something we want to power up, we can just use this.
yeah, or I feel like we should explore the other floors first, and then decide what to power up with. Decide what to power up.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll explore this one while we're here then.
Okay. Paloma has already basically come back and told you what the tether node overlook platform is. Again, it's a multi-sub-level deep energy shaft that basically pans down from 16 to 20. That's all that's in that catwalk area.
Is that what Paloma says to us?
I guess. I don't know.
Those are some big words for her.
Paloma has become far more articulate all of a
I
sudden.
mean, hey, Mirex is pretty smart.
Wasn't he also powered down?
No. They time skipped 12 hours ahead in a time dilation corridor. And so Mirex regained functionality. But yes.
But now it only writes text in Orin
Yeah.
because fuck the rest of us.
Yeah, because Paloma asked it to do so. That's what it's doing. But that leaves the pressure regulator network if you'd like to explore that space.
What do you think, Sizik?
I would prefer if you let go of me.
Warm.
Can I
What does the
force
pen
my body
say?
to be cold?
No, unfortunately not.
Damn.
I mean, you could cast Sorceress Burst.
Yeah, you can get rid of him, but
Cast
Can I
Retreat
just-
on Pura.
Can I try to weasel away?
yeah, go ahead and just give me a go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, you say?
Yes, and then Pura, give me an athletics check, please.
Can I also give an acrobatics check?
No, it's athletics.
Okay.
Sorry.
Or-
16.
And 11.
All right, Sizik, you spring free, kicking off of Pura's chest as he kind of stumbles back a little bit, and you are now free of his grasp. And the hug.
Wonderful. Then yes, I would like to go explore the area with Altrix.
Sure. Altrix and Sizik, as you begin to venture down the pressure regulator network, you find another dense tangle of arcane pipes, runes, and networks designed to vent pressure and stress safely from other systems. However, the exuberant amount of busted pipes and broken valves indicate that this did not work as intended.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Who could have seen that one coming?
Next room.
Okay, well, that leads us down to sublevel 17, if you're willing to go.
No.
Are we
Okay,
all
well,
there now? Or not?
yes, all of you are back at the descent shaft, so Paloma can decide when to descend the lift or not, since she's operating it. Okay, right.
I kind of want to go back to the warm room. Been really tired.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we have
I
time for bedtime.
wouldn't use technically, but sure.
Thanks, Altrix.
Well, Paloma operating the lift back down to sublevel 21 into the deep forge welding chamber, where once all of you can prepare to take a long rest in this space once again.
Yay.
I'm going to. Am I able to use Bless to be able to have extra stuff on my saving throw? How would that work?
Give me a religion check.
Because I know it works on like saving. Because I know we're going to be hopefully try to get it. That's going to be a 23.
Okay, I'll actually let you give bless to everybody. With
Everybody?
23. Yeah, to everybody.
Cool.
Okay.
Everyone has
Specifically with the intention of recovering exhaustion points for those of
Yes.
you that need to do that and taking a rest.
Oh, cool. Alrighty.
As we
Everyone has a
settle in
D4.
for long rest. Again, so this used to be like a forge of sorts.
Yes, it was a forge. And it's still rather warm and thus probably operational to a degree.
I'd like to take this time to kind of poke around, see if there's any materials I can salvage from this room.
Sure. Are you looking for any highly valuable materials or just any material?
I mean, as always, highly valuable takes priority, but
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. I will be back with you in a moment. Anybody else?
I would like to take out my Pickle variant 3.
Okay. Hold up.
you die.
You die.
I'm not going to eat it yet. I just want to take it
I
out.
got it. Yep, I got it.
You just want to whip it out?
It brings me comfort.
Yeah.
Is it warm?
Not yet.
The pickle? No. All right, Jared, proceed.
I would like to take my Pickle. I'm going to try to bless the Pickle
Okay.
and pray to Lepelion to try to get rid of my exhaustion. But before I do that, Mason,
Yes.
I have listened to the advice of my companions, and I bought some new dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Is this
A round of applause for Jared.
is the first roll of these
Jared,
dice?
Jared, I love you. This is going to be a natural one.
Wait.
I'm calling.
So one dice is on natural 20s.
Oh,
The other dice is on
okay,
natural
Jared.
ones.
I think that's cheating, but
But I propose that I roll a d4, and odds would be natural 20, and evens would be natural 1.
okay. Well,
in this
let's
process of praying to the Pickle.
let's roll a religion check first, and if that is successful, then maybe I'll grant that.
My man's
So you have two dice, and one of them is all
One's-
ones, and one of them is all 20s.
I love
20.
that. That's crazy.
Yep.
Wait, really?
Do I get bless for this or not?
You do have bless, but that is for sleeping, so
That's
do
right,
not
just
apply
like-
to this roll.
Okay. That would be a 7
A 7. Okay.
with a negative.
Unfortunate. As you pray to Lepelion, you do not feel Lepelion's blessing reach the pickle that you are holding. However, that does not mean you can't eat the pickle. That simply means that in this deeply underground place, you do not feel that replenishment from a deity.
This pickle makes you immune to cold damage for the next week or some shit. I'm gonna.
Crazy.
I'm going to
This
eat.
pickle removes all exhaustion that you may have.
Crazy.
And it sets your con to 15.
However, in return, you take damage equal to 10 times the number of exhaustion points you are getting rid of.
You gain 38 points of pickle damage.
Yeah. All right.
You take 30 points of pickle damage.
Cannot be
Altrix,
reduced.
what was your roll?
18.
18. Okay. You find in this space 5 red dragon scales.
Oh, hold on.
I thought we were in the forge.
He is in the forge. He's looking around.
We didn't find that before.
You did not.
We never searched it.
You know what
Yes,
you
we did. That's where I found the ores and stuff.
Yep.
Like,
We looked around specifically for ores, though.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Altrix, you find 3 sets of equivalent of fancy parts. You also find a crystal vial.
And a fresh pickle.
No.
Flat pickles.
Okay.
You find 7 adamantine ingots.
Okay.
You find 4 mithril ingots.
Okay.
And then you find 6 pieces of ore. They are not ingots, they're just pieces of ore, but you do not know what material that they are made of.
Understood. Adamantine, mithril, regular, or crystal vial.
Yes.
Is that anything special, or is it just a vial made of crystal?
It is, yeah, it's just a vial made of crystal.
Gotcha. Okay.
Crystal math.
No. Good shot. Okay. Anybody else have any activities they'd like to take on before an evening, well, really midday rest sets in?
Would like to eat the pickle.
Okay. As you consume your pickle variant 3, you now have advantage on the next check that you make.
Can I use
That's
my
it.
dice? That's it.
No, you cannot roll. You cannot use your dice.
Dang it.
Wait, so is it actually like the dice actually just all 20s and one's
Yeah,
all?
all 20s and all 1s.
my man.
A
I
cheater's
love that
dice.
so much.
Pura needs to take that gambling.
You told me to try to figure out a way.
No, I did.
I'm
We
trying
all
to figure
did.
it out.
Okay.
I think that's so good.
Last call for any activities. Also, keep in mind that there are several items that could be attuned to
I am
in this time frame. So
swapping attunement out of the cold weather clothing for the Dreamer's Locket.
okay, have I already sent you that item?
Yes, I have that item.
Okay, great.
I just haven't
Great,
attuned to it or
perfect.
looked at what it does.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
there was-
There is also there's also a Paloma. You have your cube that has not been identified yet, and then obviously there's also the vial of stasis ether that has been identified.
also that
And
crystal that could have been attuned to.
yeah, Genevieve has that other thing. And you can identify it if you'd like to. They are present here, but she is holding that. And then the vial of stasis ether does not require attunement, but if somebody wants to hold on to that, then they can. Or you can just leave it in the bag of holding. That's up to you.
You mean the vial that whispers names?
Yeah, vial of stasis ether.
Yeah, let's keep that in there.
Okay. All right. The vial of stasis. Okay, and yeah, I better say, yeah, I'll just copy that over. All of you now can read this item. Just keep in mind that you do not have this item in your possession. It's in the bag of holding with Paloma. But that is right here. There you go.
I can't remember. Do your rules allow us to identify something over an hour?
You can spend time investigating it, and if you attune to a device, you automatically basically have identified what that function does.
Does Daikia have identify?
Yes, Daikia does have identify.
Hey, Daikia, can you identify all this shit?
Yes.
Is your son's
Yes.
low on spell slots?
Yes, I can. Okay, let me figure out what I'm looking for. Oh, it's right here. I was like, I know I have the link somewhere. Okay. Paloma, Daikia identifies the cube that you are holding as an item known as the Cube of Shunting.
What does it do?
It requires attunement by a magic caster, which all of you meet that description currently. It is, well, actually, I will simply hand you the link in just a moment, other than as she's inspecting it, she actually finds a piece of paper that's wedged down into one of the glyphs that was missed on initial inspection, and she pulls that out, and it reads, 1 cube may save your life. 100 may ease or erase your civilization and place it somewhere it was never meant to be. Do not tamper with the EERA of Project Voxum unless instructed by a lead engineer. Cubes should remain connected during operational downtime and are to be aligned every 12th hour in unison with the echoes. Project Voxum instruction docket. And that is also attached to this item as I send that in references. And you can all read that. And again, that item is in the possession of Paloma. But anybody can have it. Okay. With that being said, even though y'all as players will be reading, let's go ahead and take a long rest. You can again recover health that you have lost in this time frame, and just don't recover your exhaustion point. And then those of you that have exhaustion points will go ahead and roll for exhaustion. So that's Genevieve, Marek, Pura, Sizik, and Zeiros. Go ahead and make your exhaustion saves now. Oh, and Daikia, maybe as well. Yeah, Daikia and Owen.
Yes.
Oh, 24.
24. Sizik, you are down to 0 exhaustion points.
Yay.
Okay, let me roll. So I've got that.
And don't forget you have Bless from
Yeah.
Zeiros on this. So if you didn't use it already, then go ahead and
7.
7. With Bless?
With bless, yep.
Yikes. Alright, Zeiros, I'm sorry, that is a fail.
Yeah, I cannot seem to roll above a 10 on this at all.
Oof, rough. At least you only have 1. So,
Yeah.
Pura, you have 3. You
Uh.
have Bless and Advantage.
Does bless is +4, right?
A D4.
A D4. Okay. Oh, 4. That's 20. What is it? 17.
17. That is a success, Pura.
Yeah.
As you
Oh
are
my
down-
gosh, yeah.
Pura, as you are now down to
Rolled.
2 exhaustion points.
I
That's
rolled
so
a 19.
Finally, you finally did it. Celebrate.
Question
my man.
for the locket. I know I'm attuning to it now. Do I get the dream recording part of it?
Let me check it real quick. Yes, you do.
Hey.
All right.
Okay. All right.
In the morning, I'm doing my
Sure. Well, it's
2
not,
die 20.
it's not morning. It's now later at night.
After our
but
long
you're underground.
rest.
Sure.
I do like this.
I'm gonna do my
Seems
Weaver
cool.
table.
Sure. Go ahead. Does anybody want to?
Ooh. Oh snap!
Let's
That's
see.
a 20.
Oh, nice.
I mean, the other one's kind of useless right now, but hey, that's fine.
Totally fair.
Okay. I need your help for this one then.
Yep. You got it.
I receive an omen about my fate at the discretion of you.
Okay.
Altrix will fucking kill you tonight.
Altrix
Sizik,
will betray you.
Sizik, I'm gonna give you 2 omens actually.
Oh.
The first is that you know that there are other parts of Akedon than what you are currently exploring, and thus have only, as all of you have kind of guessed, scratched the proverbial surface of this exploration. You know and are feeling now that if you connect those dots, if you figure out what was going on here, kind of play a reverse game and start from now and work your way backwards, that there is some incredibly powerful things that are nested in Akedon. The second omen is far darker. You find yourself in a plane of darkness, but not like the darkness you've encountered with Stellia before, but this plane is cold. It is dead, for all better words, I suppose. And you are ticking towards that plane. And you know you're ticking towards it. And your time is running out. And that'll be your 2 omens.
Yippee.
Yippee. Okay.
So, for DM purposes of asking, so with the Dreamer's Locket, is it a thing where it's the I will have a dream at night and then you will have it loaded into the locket, or is it the I will not know of any dreams, but when I wake up I can check the locket to see if there is a dream in there?
It is more so like you decide what dream you want to be stored in there, unless you'd rather me do it.
I think for Zeiros, it makes sense for the dreams to be something that you decide. If there's like purposeful moment of it, like I can go into the dream, like if like that's a thing. If it's like I'd say it's if you have a dream you want to show me, you like, hey, I think this would be a cool dream.
Sure.
You decide it. Otherwise, you just say, well, what do you dream of?
Sure. No, I've got one. So we'll say that it is stored in the Dreamer's Locket, and you can pull on that whenever you'd like.
Yes.
As the humanoid eye that is inside the locket constantly stares at you while you rest.
Interesting. And I will ask all, how long does these dreams last? Is it like, how does it work exactly in the like term of like, do we spend like, for those who go into the dream, spend a ton of time, or is it
So you're not really going into the dream, you're more replaying it and sharing that replay with those around you. So you're not in the dream, you're more like observing it passively.
Is it so it's kind of like
watching a movie. Yeah, kind of like watching a movie or a TV show. So not too long, usually.
dream length?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm assuming Paloma is still alive. Okay.
Well, chat.
Paloma, are you wanting to attune to the Cube of Shunting, or are you wanting to offer that to somebody else to attune to? Okay. The Cube of Shunting is up for grabs if anybody wants it. It's interesting.
Can you unattune to something and then attune to it?
Yes, you can unattune to a different device and or magic item and attune to something new.
What about the crystal that Genevieve had?
I'm going to wait until Michelle is here to do that one.
Fair enough.
Since she has it in her possession.
Slow fan.
Steal. Alternatively, none of you have to use the Cube of Shunting if you want to just leave it the way it is.
I'll take the cube if no one else wants it.
Okay. All right, Pura. Do you have enough attunement slots to attune to the Cube of Shunting?
I do not, but I will unattune my ring of mind shielding.
Okay. Sure. So you can just have that item in your inventory, but add Cube of Shunting. That link is in the references channel. Okay. That being said, as night, or your rest, night, quote unquote, comes to an end, and all of you are awake once again, where would you like to continue your exploration?
Pick up where we left off. Was it 17? Yeah, 17.
Okay. All right, sub-level 17 it is. All right. Sub-level 17, with Paloma's aid, has 5 hallways that lead off from it. The first is the Echoic Alignment Wing. The second is the Project Mirastrum Records Department. Mirastrum is Mirastrum. The third, Records Department. The third is the Time-Locked Simulations Center. The fourth is the Nexus Manipulation Lab. And the fifth is the Lightway Harmonics Control Chamber.
I'd like to check the Lightway Harmonics Control Chamber.
Okay.
I'll do the records chamber.
Okay.
I would also like to do that one.
Okay.
Altrix will check out the records chamber.
Okay. All right. And Rancor?
I think I'm just gonna sit back again.
Okay, for the time. All right, we'll start in the Project Mirastrum Records Department. That is Altrix. Anybody else?
Pura.
Pura?
I'm going to do the simulation with Paloma.
Okay. All right, so just Altrix.
Okay.
All right, Altrix. As you get into this space, it becomes pretty quickly apparent to you that this area was under construction. There's lots of machinery, some cranes using some similar technology to what you've seen, also some more advanced technology. Whatever was supposed to be here was still being built whenever Akedon ended. So there's not really anything useful in here.
Wait, Akedon ended?
Yeah, Akedon ended? Yeah. Crazy. Just kind of, as you look around more, you see various control things, control panels and gears and pipes and valves and shutoffs and routing controls and communications areas that were being installed. Some of them are, one of them is still actually hoisted up from a crane. It's still kind of dangling, even though it looks like a piece of the ceiling has collapsed and broken part of that panel off. But this entire room is still under construction, so there's nothing in here that's operational.
Interesting.
Sure. Okay.
Well, nothing operational, so yeah.
All right. I'm going to move to the Lightway Harmonics Control Chamber. Sizik is in there. That's everybody? Or is Zeiros also there?
No, I went to the records room for the
with Altrix. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. The two of you find that it is under construction. Okay. Sizik, as you arrive here, there are tuning rods, much like you would see with a tuning fork, but they are single rods that are attached to various frequencies to be able detected. Several of them are bent and shattered. Some of them still ring a little bit as you kind of tap them. And there is a direct connection to Project Mirastrum is what these were used for. Now, you don't know what Project Mirastrum is, but you know that it at least involves some kind of energical and magical sound frequencies.
Can I, kind of flick each fork
Yeah.
to hear its frequency?
Ding, 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 and you just kind of flick the ones that you can. They don't seem to cause any outstanding effect, though.
Okay.
All right. In the time-locked simulations center, Pura and Paloma, as you are navigating through this chamber, there is a large it's boulder size. It's not a boulder. It's a portion of the room that has collapsed over the doorway. It is barely wide enough for you to army crawl through a small space under the rubble and actually get into this chamber. But it looks like that you could clear out the space if you wanted to. It just would take some time. It's not like it's immovable. It's just a little bit of a barrier.
Like a lot of time or just a little time?
It would probably take you an hour of the two of you working just to clear out the way.
What do you think, Paloma?
Yes, there's enough of a crawl space that you could
okay.
get through. But if you wanted to clear it out for easier access, then you could.
I say crawl.
Okay. All right, the two of you crawl into this chamber. There is several little crystals, the pink ones that you've identified in a couple of other places. These are the crystals that are capable of recording both images and transcripts. And there's also some that are specifically focused in the room. They seem to be monitoring flux in energy fields, specifically the arcane tapestry that exist. And those are still partially operational, as they are still monitoring the flux of various magical energy levels in this chamber. There is some power to this chamber still. Again, you're not quite sure where it's coming from or where that what it's exactly doing, but there is some residual power here. But the two of you are startled as you are exploring around. Hello, as a voice echoes in from the shadows of the far side of this chamber.
Hello?
Hello. Yes, it does. Sure. You do see a few of the crystals that you actually kind of walk past them as you begin to explore further into the the recesses of this room, where shelves have kind of toppled in, parts of the walls have collapsed. And you actually have to peer behind one of the bookshelves, and startling you again, one of those jump scares, as three yellow eyes are just staring at you, and they're in a triangular shape, as they're just right on your face. Hello.
Are they just floating?
No, not floating.
Oh.
Sure. I'm stuck. Can you help me? I'm Chizal. Chizal. Mirix is mentioning Korthals. Wow, Anna.
Shade.
Yeah,
Just...
Sony Dumplings. There you go.
Why are you a pair of eyes?
I'm not a pair of eyes. This is the three eyes. Pair implies two.
Okay, what then? Then what are you? This is bad. This is really, really bad.
I am stuck under this boulder. Please get it off. I cannot feel my legs.
How big's the boulder?
It's a section of collapsed side paneling and wall with a bookshelf on it. It would definitely take some strength to move it. The likes of which Pura you can probably not provide, but Paloma might be able to do it by herself.
I mean, I got okay strength.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's like the one thing.
You also still have some exhaustion.
Sure.
No.
No.
No, we got rid of that.
Only some of it. Didn't you have like 3 levels?
No. Yes, I did.
Also, she's even here.
A pigeon dies.
A pigeon dies. Yep.
Let's. Yeah. I think that is smart. I don't really trust the 3 eyes.
Please don't leave me.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay. Now you arrive back at the main platform.
Done already.
Someone?
When?
Did
It's got 3 eyes.
your computer friend know what it did?
Didn't they just take a rest?
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. It requires a dawn to regain charges, not a long rest.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You
We
can
don't
still
know what dawn
use it.
is.
You can still use
No,
some of its
fuck you,
functions.
Altrix.
You just can't use all of its functions that require charges. You can still utilize its abilities, though. They do not require charges. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Fair enough.
We could go back and try it. Yeah.
You can
Investigate.
boulder? But whatever it is still alive.
Yeah.
So it must be computer.
I mean,
You don't know what the word computer is.
That's what they had called Mirak.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it must be another Mirak.
Chizal. There you go.
Coastal Social Joe?
No. Coastal Chateau. No.
Chizal.
Kaiser.
Interesting.
Hey, Kaiser Sose?
Oh my goodness.
I suppose if it is uncomfortable, perhaps maybe not feeling great, we could help it.
Get an artificial thing feel.
Well, it clearly wants to be free. So,
Arax, do you feel?
On the screen, no. For Paloma.
Well, that answers
Only.
that.
Only Paloma reads that because it's an RN. Does Mirex feel? No.
So that's an imposter.
It's an imposter.
I'll go.
Okay. All right. All
I'm
of you,
curious. I
again-
will go with.
Again, the bulk of the entryway is blocked by a collapse in its own right, which you would have to clear to get people like Owen through. The rest of you can probably squeeze through for the best.
We don't need
for
them.
Okay.
crazy.
Owen will start clearing debris away while the rest of you go. But as all of you kind of one by one army crawl your way into this chamber, you once find the area that Paloma was talking about, and sure enough, there are 3 eyes that are just looking at all of you. Hello, please help me.
Are you in pain?
Yes, very much pain.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna give you disadvantage on this one, just because you have never encountered a creature like this before.
Creature.
Well, do you want me to do my nat 20 or my natural 19?
Natural 19 is the lower because it is disadvantage, so take that one.
I know. I'm being up.
Yeah.
25.
25. It generally seems to be in pain, though it's hard to tell as its voice does not convey much emotion. But just looking it over, based on its description of being trapped, that would be pretty painful. So,
You said we can only see its 3 eyes.
yes.
Is it like eye, or is it like
It's triangular. So there's one eye on top, and then there's 2 on the sides.
Is it like a head?
It seems to be
A
like
face?
a face. Yes, and then those of you with dark vision can make out that there is more to this device. It is just trapped further back in. And
What
it's
is
kind
your
of laying on-
purpose?
I am a sentient arcane intelligence capable of helping my colleagues.
So just like the box.
What box? Oh, Mirex. I am familiar. Please help.
How do we help?
Please remove this weight. Wait, that is crushing me.
I mean, do you have any intention of hurting us?
No. It is not in my nature to do harm others.
Does my insight check give anything off with that, or do I have to roll again?
You would have to roll again.
Can I roll again?
Yep, disadvantage still.
Even with the 25?
Yes, even with the 25.
A single interaction with this thing hasn't revealed
19.
to them.
19. This one kind of getting a little bit more in its head, and like Mirex has no intention, or at least none that's been revealed to you, of hurting all of you and seems to be helpful. This seems to be a similar entity that does not seem to.
It seems
Want
to
to
be
hurt you.
helpful. I think, why not? If it can help us.
I suppose.
This is a
Alright.
dumb idea.
Everybody,
So then I suppose we collectively.
Pura,
try
you
and-
are not the authority on dumb ideas.
Fair enough. All right, I'm
Should
going to have
never
all
be
of you,
me.
all of you that are going to contribute to this strength check, go ahead and give me a athletics check for me, please.
I will, yeah, I'm going to use guidance on myself.
Sure.
Can Shoni just like
Yeah, I can take care of it. You're good.
like wedge?
12 for me.
Okay, 12. 25. Okay.
It's athletics.
Yes.
I think I have a minus to that.
Yikes. Sag.
Athletics, yes. 15.
15. Okay.
8.
Okay. Pure, did you say your number already?
Nope. Pura falls over.
Oh, okay.
Natural
Okay.
one.
Natural one. Got it. Okay. Well, the good news is you have other people in your party that are helping you, and that does overall beat the DC that you needed. Even though Pura did not contribute at all, Shoni does pry into some of these stones, and all of you are able to kind of crack those open and pull them off. Now is light, at least the dim light in this chamber, that can fully illuminate this. This is, for you as players, best describes as what you would imagine a robot would look like. It has a pyramidal shaped head that is connected by pipes and wires into its body. It is missing its left arm entirely. There is just dangling wire where an arm probably should be. There is another arm, though its right arm is still attached, and it has a joint like an elbow, another joint like a wrist, and a joint like a shoulder. Except instead of having fingers, it has one long pointed projection out of it. And instead of having a abdomen or legs, it is a single pillar that goes down and then splits into 2 wheels as it kind of pulls itself up, kind of uprighting itself. And now, standing full tall in this chamber, you realize that this is 7 feet tall. It is large. and that little projection, or really large projection on its finger, actually reaches behind its head, and like a welding rod, sparks fly off of it, and it actually corrects some damage that it has had. My apologies. My voice should be corrected now. Thank you for your assistance.
Sure. No problem.
Are you a bomb?
No,
That
I am not a bomb.
Do you tick?
Who are you?
Do you tick?
I mean, I sometimes can tick
We can't trust it.
during activation of functions.
My name is Zeiros.
It's nice to meet you, Zeiros. I am Chizal.
Altrix.
Altrix.
I am Sizik.
Sizik.
Did it actually mimic
Yeah,
how
mimic
I
the
said
accent.
it?
Yep. Sizik.
You was funny thing.
Tara.
What is your last name? Fide?
I am Pickle.
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 Why?
Rancor turns to look to you. I have automated multiple systems. I would also transport various devices, though my arm is missing. So that is no longer a functionality I can do. And what are all of you doing here? You do not look like native Akedonians.
Native Akedonians?
Well,
Yes.
you are correct in that regard.
Looks to be deceiving, you know.
And they look to Genevieve and Michelle and Pura, really, and it kind of points with its projected, basically acting like a finger, similar to that.
You me?
Yes, you.
Pura was John Akedon all along.
Ultimate revelation.
Dang it.
Dang it.
So they were elves?
Yes, elves. That is, I think, a correct term.
Does that include humans?
Yes, there were some humans, though they were not the initial population of Akedon. They did expand the populace.
Okay. Well, again, you are correct. We are not natives. As I'm sure you are well aware, Akedon has not been doing well.
I see that. This space is a mess.
Look, we're trying to get our bearings here. Whole place is a bit of a mess.
Of course.
Entire hallways collapsed and the like.
Well,
So-
you have helped me, so it is befitting that I help you. What can I do to assist you?
Are you able to provide any sort of directions?
What are you looking for?
What was the thing Murex needed?
Coruscant?
Yeah, croissant.
Croissant.
Anna, you gotta be careful. They're owned by Disney now.
Oh God, what?
Crazy times. Alright, so you're looking for Korthals. Crazy. Alright. There are multiple access points for Korthals. Do you know which one you are looking for?
Not really.
Whichever
There
one is the closest.
Well, that is a relative term, as the city is not intact anymore. Close is no longer a definable term. But there is the mainframe interface. There is also the deep feedback terminal and the overflow cluster bank. Do any of those sound helpful or familiar?
Not familiar. If we were looking for a map of what this place was prior to the damage, where might that be?
Give me a moment to consider your inquiry. The most likely location would be in the administrative suites. Interesting. I am not able to reach those currently.
Is that a damage on you, or just...
I will check. And it raises its finger again and kind of injects it into its neck. Kind of moves around a little bit. Watch the eyes kind of flicker on and off again. I am mostly operational.
Mostly?
Well, I am missing a left arm.
Well, yeah.
Where Korthals is? Yes, the administrative offices we are looking for would be located on the West Plate.
Well. And where are we currently?
What is the room we are currently in? We are in the core.
Well, center, core, that's as good a place to start to any.
To where?
Haven't we already passed some of the administrative suites?
Paloma found a set of administrative offices, but not the ones that this is referring to.
Good to know.
If it is any help, Korthals is likely to also have a map, though it will likely be outdated, but it will be a map nonetheless.
Well, I don't think we're going to get any present info.
There is a saying, I believe, that I have heard in passing: to kill two birds with one stone. I mean no offense, Terra. That is miserable. I am sorry. Very well. That will be difficult. We will need to access another plate. We will need to access the northeast plate. Currently, I am not picking up any resonant feedback of any of the hubs or nodes that are active in that area.
Well, you are correct. Might be best to just assume everything is broken and nothing will respond.
That is quite unfortunate. Do you know what happened? I was here, carving and filing books into this bookshelf, when suddenly a massive explosion knocked me over, and I have been trapped here.
Well,
I have been conserving energy for a long time. I do not know how long it has been exactly.
well,
What is your way of measuring time? What does that mean? Seven to 331? No, it's just year 7 to 331. That is a long time. When was this time format established?
7,331 years ago?
I recall when that time was established.
It was 7,331.
Oh, it was from,
yeah, exactly.
from day one.
Yeah, year 0 is the.
They
term.
said from now.
Yeah, from right now. I see. I am unfamiliar with that. I use the SY system. Oh, that's lovely.
It's on the upper floors. What is the SY system?
It is the star year system.
Star year?
Yes.
Are you able to elaborate a bit more on that?
Yes, it is the system used in place when Akedon arrived on the planet of Alethea.
Akedon arrived.
Yes. Unfortunately, I cannot clarify further, as my premise does not permit.
Understandable.
You are quite resourceful with that notebook, Tara. Ah, that is the correct star year format. That is star year, followed by the numerical year of the star year, then the month and its associated letter A, B, C, or D, followed by the day, days 0 or 1 through 100, hours 1 through 24, and the A stands for Akedon.
Tell me, we understand if Akedon is not from Alethea originally, but they were aware of those of Alethea. Noticed a room regarding runic symbols being adapted for the wider populace of the world. Are you aware of what was going on with that wider populace?
I vaguely recall a time frame in which there were visitors from the outside world here in Akedon, and Akedon to the outside world, yes. But it is quite vague and quite distant. I did not spend any time outside of my working environment. I have not even been to the surface.
the surface. I take it you've spent most of your time down in these lower levels, then?
Yes, there are connecting passages between the various plates of Akedon. Or at least there were prior to whatever occurred.
Well, long story short, as we understand it, Akedon has, well, fallen in a figurative and literal sense. Currently buried underneath the ice.
Ice.
Do we have a map of Phenorbia?
Phenorbia? That is not a continental name I am familiar with, though I am familiar with a continental name of Hoto Phenorbia.
Wait, they were calling that shit Hoto Phenorbia before?
Yeah. Hatan and Phenorbia when they were one continent. Like Pangea.
Ton or Hoton?
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
but that'd be like if Pangea split and then there was continent of Pan and Gea.
Yeah, fair enough.
So the continent of Ho
Like, well,
and
granted,
Geo.
there is Eurasia,
Yeah, there you go. See, like that. Terra, work faster.
Well, I
Produce
think
this map. I don't have fingers. Can you please? Ah, yes, this is new. We are here, and it points to a space in the Frostbitten Waste, I think.
approximately.
I see. Why is it white?
Well,
Why is it called...
It's, again, covered in ice and snow.
That is a new development. That was not the way it once was.
Well, blame the Blizzard Wizard.
Well, I don't know what that means.
I don't know how you couldn't. It's pretty
And
self-explanatory.
looks at Sizik holding a staff that's emitting cold energy. Ah, I think I have found the Blizzard Wizard.
No, we took that from the Blizzard Wizard when we kill him. But you're on the right path.
You killed someone?
Yes, the Blizzard
is-
Wizard.
That is not aligned with Akedon's ethical directives.
I don't know what y'all's ethics are. They were a bad person. They killed other people.
They attacked us first, technically.
Yes, and that is also true. It
So it
was
was-
self-defense.
Self-defense. I see.
Yes.
Understood. Conflict resolved.
Good to know. In any case, well, Akedon is now completely underground. And well, we've just gotten here, and that's all we know, to be honest.
Do you know if Project Exoliberance was successful?
Was that
Can
the
you
one
give
we
us
saw?
details on that project?
I do not know the details on that. It was a classified endeavor.
What was the project that was at the very bottom?
The very bottom of this level was the Project Deep Core.
Okay. We know nothing of this project.
I see. I do assume it was not successful as we are still here, but I suppose I have answered my own question. My apologies for asking.
When you said you couldn't say because it's classified, is it that you don't know or you will not let us know?
I do not know.
So how do you know if it wasn't successful?
Because I assume nothing has changed, and therefore it was not successful.
I mean, if you don't know what it deems as a success. In any case.
Perhaps I have made an error.
Perhaps. In any case, this entire place is essentially ruins now. And, I don't think there's much more to it than that.
I see. So you want to go to Korthals, and yet we do not have a viable access point to that area, unless you are aware of one that I have not inquired about yet.
Well, I don't know what a viable access point entails.
It would be simply defined as a point in which we can move through and end up in a different area.
Well, there's a giant crack down the middle of this chasm, so if it's in at least... Well, no, you said it was in the west plate, correct?
Korthals is located in the northeastern plate, but the administrative offices are located in the western plate.
Gotcha. I feel like
Assuming these areas are still intact.
Yeah, assuming. Any ideas, anyone? How would one normally make their way between the different plates?
Well, if the plates were connected, there would have been an access hall on sublevel 15. Did you, in your exploration so far, find an access hall to another plate on sublevel 15?
15 was the anti-gravity room, the room that knew us.
Yep.
Uh,
As far as you can all recall, you did not find an access corridor
Yeah.
to another plate.
Yeah.
Did you visit the transit bay? I suppose that is quite resourceful. Is the elevator not intact?
Let's go with it is not intact.
Understood.
At least not anymore.
Well, I will do my best to assist you. But getting to Korthals or to the administrative offices will prove challenging if we do not have an access point.
Well, what's below sub-level 22?
Sub-level 22 is Project Deep Core. That is classified material that I am unaware of. Above my expertise.
Is it truly above your expertise, or are you just saying that?
To be quite honest, I'm not sure.
Well, appreciate the honesty.
I am sorry if I stumped all of you. I did not mean to.
We're on floor
17. Yes, 17.
Between here and floor 21, is there any paths do you know that lead to other parts of Akedon?
On sublevel 18, there should be stairs that lead down to sublevel 19 of the same plate, but there should not be any access corridors to other plates.
And 15 is supposed to have access.
Well, in fairness, hypothetically, if there's been this much damage just in this main chasm in the center, stands to reason that we could just find another area damaged to the point of being open, allowing us to just make our way there.
May I revisit a conversation topic you mentioned earlier?
I suppose.
Altrix, you said that Akedon had fallen literally and figuratively.
Yes.
I assume that means the tether nodes and chains are no longer intact.
Yes. Though I have not physically assessed them, I can tell you they were not prevalent upon our arrival.
That is unfortunate. We were assured that the chains were of the highest quality material.
I'm having a feeling that quality had nothing to do with their destruction.
Yes, it is possible that the gyroscopic system also destabilized. Have you assessed these things?
We have been unable to.
I see. Well, we will assume, like you said, nothing is working, everything is broken, and we will go with that. Would you like to assess the tether nodes?
Well, it's a place to start.
You have not... Yeah, there was a catwalk that overlooked some tether nodes, but the tether nodes are lower. The tether nodes are located below us on sublevels 18 and 19. So theoretically, we should be standing right above it.
Well, I guess we'll make our way down then.
Very well. And it kind of rolls with one of those shopping cart wheels that kind of squeaks every time it turns because it's very rusty. And now, as it's moving, you can see that there are various arcane glyphs that are carved onto it. They're all pulsating kind of yellow, and that is either what it's able to hold its energy for so long, or at least is part of its innate functionality. But nonetheless, it follows you to the point where Owen has at least done his best to clear open a path where all of you can walk, or in this case, roll back to the primary descent shaft. Oh, this is new. As it analyzes the massive pit. This is not supposed to be here. But you...
As we said, elevator is out of action.
Yes, you did not hold back on that. There should have been an elevator here. These corridors should have converged into one point. But at least you have been resourceful. To 18 we go. Do you know how to operate this lift? Yeah. Oh, I see. Well, sublevel 18 has 6 access halls on it, and so does sublevel 19, if you'd like to stop at either one of those. Okay. Sure. All right. There are the 6 corridors lead to places known as exterior tether nodes 1 through 6. Very convenient. On the walk to tether node 1, there is the anchor field main control center, and on the walk to tether node 4, there is the project ground lock calibration deck. The anchor field main control center. In which one? Okay. Sure. As you pass through the anchor field main control center, it's a circular room with shifting glyph work. There are various glyphs on, much like the ring structure you saw a little bit below you. It would have been used to basically phase lock the floating city of Akedon into position over the ground and surface of Alethea. And there are still command sequences that are etched into that control chamber. Nonetheless, as you push forth into the exterior tether nodes, tether node 1 is a massive external anchor, a set of chains that is wound up around a massive wheel that sticks out through a wall that's angulated. And obviously, directly on the other side of that wall is a broken piece of chain that's hanging, and just stone. So that snapped. And then there is a set of stairs still intact that lead down to sublevel 19 on the interior tether node number 1. And this kind of wraps around this entire structure, so really you can access all 6 tether nodes on a large external ring. Sure. As you pass through the calibration deck, it seems to be some kind of experiment to mirror Ilethea's gravitational plane, but the walls are folded in half, and you can tell that somebody didn't calibrate this properly. And also you notice in here that gravity kind of shifts a little bit. In some places you feel a little bit lighter, some places you feel a little bit heavier, sometimes gravity kind of floats up a little bit. And moves sideways, and so it kind of just like an ebb and flow. But there is a terminal in here, though it is powered down, but similar to the terminals you have all found before.
So, how do we power it up, though?
This is on the 17th floor?
18th.
Or 18th, yeah. We can use the utility hub.
Yeah, I think about that.
Sure. Okay. You go back up, turn it on, and come back down here. And the terminal is powered on and reads connection with fastener points 1 through 6 lost. Ground lock calibration disoriented. Stabilize immediately.
Hey,
Red letters.
how many ground points are there?
In here?
No, I'm talking to Robot Man.
Oh, Chizal. There are 6 tether nodes.
So, with contact loss 1 through 6, I take it that's bad?
Yes.
As in, all are gone.
Yes, that would have been the anchor points for all 6 of the massive chains that stabilized the city while it was floating. Likely, the chains were intact for the majority of a collapse, as that is what they were designed to do, and at the expenditure of ripping the city into pieces.
So what happens if we calibrate it?
Nothing now, since we are not floating. The chains are not intact.
So is there anything that we can do with this terminal?
It is unlikely. May I ask a personal inquiry?
I suppose.
Why exactly have you come here?
Great question. Well, you see, rumors of this place has been heard of, I suppose. And essentially, there are those who wish to understand the arcane prowess of this place and use it for that's, I suppose, the simplest way to put it.
So, are you evil?
Well, no.
You gave 2 different answers. The world is not black and white. It is actually a spectrum of millions and millions of colors.
Just to say you're
Oh, it was a metaphor. I understand. I don't deal often in metaphors. I am a very literal thing.
Yeah, we're not evil,
That is
except
good.
Altrix.
What?
But
he's part
But
of a
then-
cult.
why did you come here? You said there were evil people looking for this place.
Well,
but if you are not evil,
this-
why are you looking for it?
Well, if we beat those who are evil to this place, we can prevent them from essentially harnessing this place for their own means.
And harnessing this place for their own means what?
Well, that we're not quite sure, as we don't really know what this place is.
It sounds like people who are evil would have an equally challenging time identifying the same thing you are tasked with currently.
Well, we've been kind of banking on that, essentially
I see.
exploiting their lack of knowledge so that we could beat them.
I see. Well, down the stairs we go. And it... Good question. You watch as it approaches the stairwell, its wheels change shape into squares that it just kind of... as it down the stairs, one by one.
Well,
And
it's
then it
better
gets
than
to
what they
about-
did with the Daleks.
Better way for him to go down.
Yeah, I mean, they could have just taken the elevator, but that, all operate.
Oh, god damn it.
Copyright.
Oh,
I can't say
yes.
god damn it, that's owned by Disney too.
darn it. Anyway, you
Can't
were
say
currently...
Disney. That's owned by Disney too.
Yeah, that's true. That's trademark. You can't say that either. In fact, Arcane Adventures is owned by Disney. So we're just done.
Fucking wish.
The whole world's gonna be owned by
Yeah.
Disney.
It's a non-for-profit.
That's why you don't get paid. It's owned by Disney.
It's owned by Disney. Anyway, as you follow down the staircase with Chizal onto, you're currently at interior tether node 6 on sublevel 19. and then you see the bottom half of the wheels that were above you. A very similar setup, except here those chains are connected to a set of machinery that would have locked those chains into place, and that machinery is routed to some kind of stabilizing point. And there is another window, much smaller this time than instead of a large chain. But currently, there's nothing in that space, and there's nothing on that point that should be stabilizing whatever here. So you had a mechanical stabilizer and a magical one, and the magical one is not present.
Pilar? The robot guy.
Chizal. My name is
Chizal,
Chizal.
Wow, I forgot. Anyway, what made Akedon float?
Oh, a very interesting question. That was a research project done by the government that proposed that because our native material was not native to Alethea, that it perhaps beat or was less dense than low atmospheric conditions.
So
expert
the
question.
material of Akedon made it float?
Yes,
Is that
that
okay?
is a good synopsis. You learn fast.
Could we figure out a way to make it float again?
If you could dislodge it from what you have described as being buried underground and had the stabilizers in place and the chains to keep it from floating away or drifting off course, then yes, in theory, you could do that. Though that sounds like it would take a civilization to accomplish.
Well, if it was just inherently lighter than air, so to speak, how did it fall?
That is a good question, and I do not know the answer to that.
Could we make one of the sections float?
The same answer that I gave would apply to even a small section, as the small sections are still relatively large.
Interesting. That might be a way of escape. Maybe not. And Pura
Something
just
to
starts
consider.
thinking, just thinking about how to make this thing float.
Sure. Okay. Again, you're here on interior tether node 6. Where would you like to go from here? It's got a large, it goes all the way around in a circle, and then there's always hallways that lead back towards the core.
Should we go back to the core? I'm not sure what we're going to gain from all these tether nodes.
We should confirm if all 6 tether nodes are inactive.
Well, how should we go about doing that?
Well, we are currently looking at tether node 6, or what is left of it, so we simply need to walk in one or that direction, and we can check each of the other 5 tether nodes.
Very well.
Lead the way.
Would you like to start from 6 down to 5, or 6 to 1?
We're at 6 now. So just 5.
Alright, then that would be this way, as it points with its pointed finger. And there's nothing at 5 either. It looks just like 6, and it's not operational.
Alright, well, it is out of action. As anticipated.
Okay. All of you begin to round towards tether node 4. This time, there is something on that pinnacle point. Now, there's nothing beaming through the outlet hole, but there is a multi-sided, multicolored, spinning polyhedron that's about the size of a human head. It's just kind of rotating, and it kind of flickers with different light colors.
Well, there's a thing.
It looks like Tether Node 4 is still operational.
That was. So it's still connected to the ground?
No, but it is still connected to the machinery that it would have operated. Well, do you not want to take it?
I didn't know it was an
Well, it's
option.
not doing any good sitting here anymore. Its machinery that it was powering is useless. We will need to deactivate its calibration ring, and it walks over or rolls over to one of the terminals and shoves its mechanical projection finger into the terminal slot, and the terminal kind of glitches through, and then all of a sudden the locking mechanism that holds that polyhedron in place turns off, and one of you can reach up and grab that crystal. Please be careful with that.
Will it explode?
If it is damaged, it could kill us all.
Oh.
That is a bad idea.
Oh.
The good news is, it does float.
We tie like a leash around it or something?
Is that a joke?
I'll
No.
just hold on to it.
Very well.
I think we could just tie a little rope around it and then just tie it to you.
If it was a joke, it was funny.
Okay.
Again, I'll hold on.
Okay. Altrix, you are now holding on to an Ane Kuntai octagon.
That's true.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yep.
I'll just add
Kantakai octagon.
hold on, inventory, equipment,
Octagon.
polyhedron.
No, it's not an octagon. It's Ane Kantakai octagon, which stands for 98-sided polyhedron.
I'm just writing the shape.
Okay.
Ominous.
So it's basically just a D100.
No, it's a 98-sided polyhedron, Jared. It's
No,
not a
and it-
D100.
but
So
it has the
without
nat-
two sides.
It's a D98.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. That's the thing. Okay, and as you explore 3, it is also inactive. And then 2 is also inactive. And when you get to 1, there is a different setup in this chamber. It seems that they have rerouted all of its energy to somewhere else through a various contraptions of rune lattices and networks and pipes. And they have borrowed it, and there is a purple glowing gear that is slowly turning as it is connecting to that node point.
What's that, Kyle?
Chizal.
Oh.
Chizal. Not Kyle.
Oh, sorry.
No.
That
I rescind my statement about you learning quickly.
I don't know.
You know, Kyle, do you drink?
no.
I cannot consume liquids. I don't have a mouth.
Well, what if I just pour like whiskey on you? What happened then?
Pura, please no.
Don't.
Fine.
Also, I thought your name was Pickle.
Yeah, it's Pickle Pura.
Pickle Pura. I see. That is ridiculous.
Pura's been pickled.
Well, glad we're in agreement.
But to answer your question, yes. Sorry. Yes. They lead off into the wall. Yep. To answer your question, Pickle Pura, that is a volatile cord, if I am not mistaken.
All right.
Can we take it, or would that be a bad idea?
I suppose you can take it if you really want it. Again, the machinery here is useless, so...
What would the benefits to taking it be?
I don't know. Define what you mean by benefits.
Well, what does it do?
What could we do with it?
By analyzing it, you could store energy to a certain degree, is its primary function. Of course, anything powerful has risk. No, but it is at risk of discharging if mishandled. You might get zapped. That is the word the engineers used. Zapped. It is a fun word to say, zapped.
Well, if they're simply calling it zap, I'm willing to assume probably something similar to what we experienced earlier.
Earlier?
We got zapped.
Unfortunate. Was it an unpleasant experience?
For some more so than others.
I
It
see.
sucked.
I still think it is a fun word, even if it is an unpleasant action. Zapped.
Fair enough.
Would you like to use that?
No, I would not like to be zapped. Yes. Pura, are you taking the gear or are you leaving it there?
Altrix, do you
Altrix,
think that we
good.
should take this?
Altrix will approach.
Okay.
Pura is going to hide behind something.
Is it similar to the other shape, where it's like just kind of floating?
No, this is a gear that is glowing with purple cracks in it that is attached to the side of a pipe that is funneling into that node point.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll take it.
Be careful.
I figured I would be. Oh,
And
yeah.
you just reach up there and grab it.
Yeah.
And nothing happens.
Sick. I will just kind of hold on to it.
Okay. Great. Well,
Moving onward.
okay. To where?
Ooh,
Uh,
we're on 18, right?
You are currently on sublevel 19 now. We took
Oh,
the
okay.
stairs.
Oh, that's right. Should we keep going down?
I suppose.
Tara, I'm sorry. You seem to be muted. Are you under the effects of the silence spell? Oh no. One more floor. And you have to go back up to 18 to get the platform to come back down. Unfortunately, Chizal has a very difficult time climbing the stairs, so he has to wait for you to pick him up on 19. He can come down, not up.
This is just fucking claptrap, I swear.
Yep. And then it does not take you long to realize that floor 20 or sub-level 20 has completely collapsed and been smushed by the destruction. And is therefore fully inaccessible.
So, as it stands, do we have any idea of how to get out of here?
Well, there is the surface opening that you came in from.
I suppose.
That is
Anyways.
the only known entrance and exit points you have identified.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could just physically leave, go elsewhere, and dig.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there was that other explosion.
Yeah, there was another collapse somewhere.
I mean, we literally have a flying carpet that's a little rigid.
It's a big old platform.
Well, I suppose. All right.
Okay. I'm assuming you're taking the panel with you.
Yes.
To the best of your ability. Okay. Because otherwise Kaiser's going to really have a real hard time getting out. Nonetheless, you make it back up to the icy surface of the frostbitten waste. Unfortunately, a frigid temperature you did not miss at all while you were below the surface. But about a quarter mile from your current position, there is another collapsed area. This one not as large as the one that you fell into in the core, but that is open. But also, as you that's I guess about northish from where you are. And then also there is another opening about a half mile or so to the west of your current location.
Well, the two sectors we identified were the west and northeast.
Then which one were we in?
Core.
We were in the center, essentially.
What's the center? Okay. I vote west.
All right, west.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, northeast.
Never mind.
I thought it was in the west.
The administrative suites were in
right.
For the map. Okay. Yeah.
So west or northeast?
Northwest.
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 It is indeed. Okay.
All right, my father found southwest. Or no,
No,
was it northwest?
he did not. That's not correct. And all of you on this rickety hovering platform operated by Paloma, with all of you and your new semi-sentient friend, Chizal, begin to descend into another area that seems to be basically like a hangar bay. Lots of more advanced skyships than what you've seen in the modern world. But we'll pick up there next time. And I think that's a good time to end our episode for this evening. Happy Halloween, everybody. Once again, from all of us here at Arcane Adventures, the adventure does in fact continue, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.